Hello. Hi. Welcome into session 72 of the Deviants and Dorks campaign. I hope you're all having a good day. Quick apologies just for any uh, possible noises you might hear right now. The neighbors are doing construction on the house next door, so I apologize if that's something you can hear. Update about if you take a look at the layout, two people are currently missing right now. Um, Oppo could not make it to this session, and Ray will be making it. They're just going to be a little late. So they'll be hopping in about half an hour. Um, but I got the okay from both of them to continue with the session, so we'll be popping in with the rest of the players and seeing how they're doing.
I just
Hello.
removed girl. I'm like, oh shit.
Hi.
Never mind.
Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, welcome on in.
Right?
We're doing pretty swell, as you can probably tell.
Nice, nice. Uh,
Just chilling.
we are here for session 72 of the Deviants and Dorks campaign. Uh, how are y'all doing?
We are well
Good.
over halfway to 100 sessions.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're getting into we're starting to get into the end game of the main story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're
That's
getting
crazy.
there.
We are.
We're getting up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Olive,
Yeah.
I have a vision.
Okay.
Okay, you know the Mothman?
Oh,
You know
yes.
Elliot?
You know the Muffin Man?
My
Hallucinating
my
Layla.
brain is now imagining Elliot's face as the human version of the Mothman,
I'll
like
be
the
back.
humanoid version. I think he would be so good as the Mothman.
Elliot, as in the magician's Elliot.
Yeah, the magician's Elliot, but as the Mothman for the humanoid version of him. Right?
That's just Elliot, but the Beast.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Anyways, we're not. Okay. D&D.
Sorry, chat. I'm very out of it because I'm not feeling well and my brain is weird.
All good. All good.
I did not take any silly juice, I promise. This is just me.
We just started stream.
D&D.
So last session, you guys got ludicrously hammered. And had a bonding moment between the new
We
and
did.
old party members. As you all got wasted, minus Tempter, who was the responsible one.
Wasted.
Tempter was still a little drunk,
Had a
but
shot?
definitely the least drunk,
Yeah.
but not sober.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I think I was like the second to least.
You were the
drunk.
second to least. I
Yeah.
took parental control and tucked the old man into bed.
While he was tripping balls.
the next
I forgot
day,
he was passed out in my arms.
post drinking is, for some of you, just a massive hangover and just a blur as you all kind of finish up what you want to get done in Lightport. And that's what we're going to start with, as I ask each of you, what are you doing before you head out on the road to Silent? What's the last thing you do in Lightport? I'll start with Teffy.
Okay. So Tempter, after taking Moon to bed, of course, goes to bed themselves, does her 4-hour rest, and wakes up and actually does their homework that they got from Samson earlier in the day, and does that until it's a generally acceptable time to go visit a professor in their office, and is going to return the homework to Samson, and if there's still more time, attend a class if they can.
You are able to catch Samson early in the morning before one of his lectures, which he then invites you to visit his lecture, and you're able to take some time both with the homework you got done and also the day of just listening in on the lecture. You finish learning Abyssal.
Yes!
Mhm.
I've done it! I learned a language, brand new language, start to finish. Let's fucking go, guys.
Anything else
Anyways.
you do?
Um, I asked him if he's made any progress on on deciphering on what the runes he can't understand are.
He says there's no progress yet. He was a little bit too busy last night grading tests.
And Tempter's also gonna take out the cube once again and ask him if he can understand any of the other runes and specifically what meanings they might have, or like what meanings they could make together.
He will take copies of them, and he says he'll take some time between classes to try to figure out any meaning and to come back to him next time you're in town.
Okay. Will do.
Okay. Moon Wizard, what do you do in town? You have a free day.
I'm stumbling around in a daze since
Mhm.
I'm currently extremely hungover. I need to look for something to chow down on.
I was gonna say you're not as hungover as the rest of them, but you're definitely still hungover.
I need to chow down.
Are you going to the reliable fantasy Denny's, or are you trying to find new places around town?
Of course I'm going to Fantasy Denny's.
You
Is this the awkward fantasy Denny's breakfast together meeting that we always do? Is it just
We want to
Moon
have a
Wizard?
Fantasy Denny's breakfast meeting?
this is just Moon Wizard going to fantasy Denny's.
True.
Yeah, if we had more
always
people,
goes to fantasy Denny's, so I'm just, yeah.
if more of the players were here,
Continue.
but you head over to fantasy Denny's, and Caroline takes your order. What are you ordering?
I need just the greasiest, most unhealthy, cheesiest breakfast sandwich they can give me. I want bacon. I want hash browns. I want hell, put a pancake on there.
Caroline
Scrambled eggs.
Caroline looks to you, and you've been here a few times. You are a regular in Fantasy Denny's, and she looks at you and she's like, "This isn't a menu item. Don't go telling people this is a menu item.
Secret menu.
I've got you." And she disappears without telling you what she's bringing until 10-15 minutes later she comes back. It is what looks like a burger made out of breakfast foods. The buns are pancakes. The hamburger patty is different breakfast sausages. There is hash browns, cheese, diced fried onions, bacon, and then maple syrup drizzled over the entire thing.
Dude.
Luxurious.
And
Dude,
she's
I'm actually gonna destroy you. That sounds so fucking good. I want that right now.
and
Oh my
she
lord.
sets it down, looks around the cafe to make sure no one else saw, and then scurries away.
Ooh,
Oh, I love her.
and if I do, I'm gonna absolutely tear into that bad boy.
You do, and it is greasy and filling and warm. It is exactly what you needed.
Where's Peter?
hmm It is exactly what you needed on a day like this.
Oh.
Is there, and you have a full day. Your party is agreeing to meet up and head on the train at sundown. Is there anything else to do with your day?
Nothing else I would need.
Okay,
I'm gonna go pass out on a park bench now.
nice. You'll pass out on a park bench. Misty. What does Misty do with her free day?
Mm. I think she's probably. Can she do a little bit of studying with Cleo, but also do something else?
Yes, Cleo will study with you in the morning.
Okay. I think I'm probably gonna spend the day just raiding the cabinets of freak swords in the. Is there a kitchen in freak swords? I feel like there is.
There is a kitchen and free swords.
I'm just gonna raid the cabinets and start making a bunch of food for our travels.
Okay. At one point, as you get about a third of the way done, and
Yeah.
Tara just walks past and then turns around and looks at you. She's like, "Are you raiding my cabinets?
Yes. You want some?
You do know I live here. You're just taking my food."
Yes. You want some?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh shit, my character sheet. Where'd you go? I thought I pulled up my character sheet. I guess I didn't. I'm sorry.
All good, all good.
Persuasion. Persuasion. Did... That's a 13. I'm a druid.
She
I'm not a bard.
she looks at you, looks at her now half empty cabinets, thinks about the grocery run that she's now gonna have to do, but then looks at the food that you're making and she's like, "Yeah, make me some breakfast and we're even."
Oh, I have actually, if you look in that bowl over there, I have a big bowl of fried rice. You want
That's
some
all you
of
needed to
that?
say. And she just goes over and just takes a like large wooden serving spoon and just starts digging in.
Careful, it's a little spicy.
Don't
I like
care.
it. I
Uh,
like spicy.
so you grab food supplies for the party. Uh,
Yeah.
anything else you do before the study sesh?
Um, I make like these really cute little bentos
Mm,
of the food. So
nice.
everything is ready and prepped for later. Um, I'm gonna make a list of food that I'm gonna serve to everyone later. Um, uh, I think, mm, I think she's just gonna go for a nice walk outside.
Nice.
Mm.
We'll uh circle back around to you. No, actually, Cleo will do the study sesh with you, and you two are
Okay.
studying your Elvish.
Yeah. Oh, we should study in the grove. That would be pretty.
Cleo agrees. You head over to the grove, and you do notice Moon Wizard is just passed out on a bench, looking like he ate a massive, very cartoonishly, like the belly's sticking out, full of food. Just obviously looks like he just is in a food coma. But you just pay him no mind and go get on to your studying. Prar, what do you do?
Yes. I'm assuming I ended up staying with the Fawn the previous night.
Yeah, you could. You had your choice. No, actually, Vaughn would have taken you. Yeah, to his apartment with the state you were in.
Yeah. I think when they wake up, it's immediately all windows are closed. He is not looking up. If Vaughn is nearby, he is like latched on like a fucking koala.
You wake up and Vaughn isn't in bed next to you, but you can smell food cooking in the kitchen.
Okay, before he leaves the room, he's gonna slip. Yeah, he's gonna slip 50 platinum under his pillow.
Ugh. Jesus.
He said he was gonna buy another 100 platinum bottle of that shit, and
Yeah,
Farmer's the one who
literally.
unlocked that, so, like...
That's fair, yeah. Yeah.
Isn't 50 platinum like 500?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
500 gold.
Yeah,
No,
the
500? I thought it was I thought it was 100.
one platinum is
Well,
10
50.
gold. So 50
Mm.
platinums,
Yeah.
5
50
500
platinum's
gold.
100. I thought you... I think I just misheard you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
50 platinum is 500 gold.
yeah,
The
that's
bottle costs 1,000 gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
As soon as he's, like, just left that under there where he knows Vaughn is going to find it, he's then gonna turn around and go find wherever the source of that food is.
You turn around and you see Vaughn is in the kitchen just whipping up breakfast. He's not the best cook, but it's servable. It's a home cooked meal. And he is just standing in the kitchen in just a extremely big baggy t-shirt. And just it actually does say LPU, Lightport University, on the back. And he just turns around and is like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
No words immediately, just hug. And, like,
Oh,
face
okay.
from behind, he's just putting his face onto Vaughn's shoulder. Don't
Okay.
talk to me.
Okay, I'll just keep cooking.
Thank you.
He just keeps cooking in silence as he sets up breakfast for the two of you. And he makes sure you drink extra water. Do you talk to him, or is this just a silent breakfast?
I think this is silent, but also I don't think Perf stops touching Vaughn and, like...
Very gay. Nice.
Yeah.
After breakfast is done, Vaughn kind of just, like, pushes you away a little bit and, like, looks at you in the face, and he's like, "We do not need to talk about this. But if this is something you want to talk about, you got a little... I don't know how much you remember from last night. You got a little goopy."
I do remember that. And that was something I was going to think about anyways.
We don't need to talk about it now.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a now conversation, but at some point we should probably talk about it.
Okay, I thought I would bring it up. My bed sheets are red now.
I didn't realize I would do that.
You got really loosey-goosey once you passed out.
Sorry, that's... Yeah, man, you just... Yeah, bro, you got really loosey-goosey with it.
I'm sorry.
Bro, you gooped all
Bro,
over my
you
bed.
You gooped all over Vaughn's bed.
More like
Usually that wouldn't be a complaint.
Well, now we have to do laundry.
Bed like that.
Yeah,
We-
that's also very new for me. I don't know what's going on with that.
Fair, and we don't have to talk about it now. So what is your what's your plans here on 4th?
I think we're going to the next town. I don't remember the name of it tonight or something.
Silent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before then, I need to get another tattoo. And I need to convince Cleo to teach me how to shoot a gun better.
You're getting a oh yeah. You're learning how to shoot guns.
I got a sniper.
You got a sniper?
got a sniper.
Huh.
I can't hit shit with it yet, but
That's fair. Honestly, guns are hard.
the
I've
first time I tried using it, I think it like broke.
I've tried learning a little myself. It's convoluted. They seem simple. It seems like just point and shoot, but then something happens with one of them, and then you don't know how to fix it, and it's the whole thing.
Can I answer it very briefly to direct everyone to look at my camera?
I see.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Dog spotted.
Hold on.
Dude,
There's one.
Dog spotted.
There's a second one, but you can't see her because she's the same color as the
Oh,
shadows.
I see
I see.
barely see her. I see her
You can
legs.
see
I see
her
your
ass.
legs. Yeah.
I see her ass. Ah. I splashed coffee on myself.
Enjoy the tattoo. Come back in one piece.
I will try my very best.
You better. Just stay safe. And he like leans over and kisses your forehead before standing up and pulling away.
Before he pulls away, Farah is going to grab him and kiss him on the lips and then let him go.
He is caught off guard by that, and he just looks at you. And he's like, "Okay," and he walks away.
You kissed me first.
As he just continues walking away. So that's boyfriend number one. Let's go on to boyfriend number
That's
two.
boyfriend number one.
As you are trying to hunt down Nori, you're actually stopped in town by Cleo. And Cleo turns to you and is like, hello. I was
Hello?
wondering if I could get a favor from you.
Sure.
I wanted
What is it?
to get a tattoo.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm on my way. Let's go.
Okay, cool. And she follows you. You two are able to find Nori at the local inn, in the room he was staying in. And you just go up to his hotel room and just start getting tattoos in the room. We'll start with you first. What do you get?
He is just getting the ink and quill that he got the first time.
Okay.
But instead of the entire thing being a magic tattoo, he's going to just have the feathers of the quill contain the silvery barbs.
Okay. I forgot it was silvery barbs in there.
Yeah, I used that in the last.
That fucking spell. Oh my god. You are able to get a brand new tattoo all done and ready. After yours
I
is,
don't care what Nori is saying. I'm paying him.
he's like, friends and family discount, half price, at least, 50% off.
Sure.
So it would be 100 gold for the tattoo.
I'm giving him 200.
God, he's like, God, okay. When it comes around,
For your services.
when it comes around to Cleo's tattoo, she does ask you, or they do ask you to leave the room.
Okay. Fair enough.
So Nori gives a hello, Ray. We were just getting Cleo their tattoo.
Fuck yeah, concrete. Oppo and Conquer are in Walmart right now, getting like pretty much ibuprofen.
Okay, we are streaming. I did not tell anyone what happened.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that I'm not home right now, but there's no one in the car with me. I'm in the car like a little puppy dog because I didn't want to go into Walmart.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Nori is giving Cleo their tattoo, and I had Cleo have Far leave the room, so it's just Nori and you in the room for the tattoo.
Dope. I haven't decided what fucking spells to put on the tattoo.
Well, that's gonna determine the price.
Yeah, I know. We can figure that one out later.
Okay, we'll think about it on the way back. But do you want to describe the tattoo, or is it a secret?
Yeah, I'll describe the tattoo.
Okay.
So it's two, three tattoos. It's not one tattoo. You can number them in however way you want. Um,
Okay.
so I will send a little bit of art that I made that shows off you can barely see them, but they're gold. And it's wings on the shoulders, like on the shoulder blades and going down the arm. And then there's an eye in between them that's like crying and a little teardrop below it.
Mm.
And they're all gold and they're all pretty. And those are the tattoos.
Now, here's my other question. They don't have to be magic tattoos, because the magic tattoos are temporary. You can have it be a permanent tattoo instead, and
Yeah.
that would be cheaper.
The wings and the eye are permanent, but the teardrop will be
A spell.
a spell.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good to know. Then for the whole tattoo itself, it would be 50 gold. Straight up, and we'll figure out the spell later.
Yeah. And it's not like they have to have the teardrop right now. It's just like the rest of it can get done and be like, I have this other thing that I want to add, but I don't know what spell.
Okay. Then you finish up with that tattoo. I also had Cleo do a little bit of Elvish lessons with Misty. Is there anything else
Okay.
you want Cleo to do in town before y'all head on the train?
I think, is there anywhere where I could pick up another handgun?
You could buy one from Tobin.
Yeah, I'll go buy a small handgun for Tobin.
Okay. I'm gonna have to delve into my notes to figure out how much that is. You should have enough for it. But yeah. Other than that, is there any last minute things anybody wants to do before we head on to the train ride?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I want to go back to the music shop.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Also,
the look Taffy just gave me.
Also, it is 300 gold for the revolver.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I can swing that.
Okay.
I pick up another revolver.
Nice. Par, you head over to you head over to Single Note, which is the music shop that you've been in before. And you enter in and you see this elf, which you do recognize from before. Just this like long, dark, straight black hair, like obviously dyed. Like this isn't a natural color, like hair color for like a elf. But they are just like leaning in a chair, like back behind the counter, and just idly tapping away at the counter with a pair of drumsticks. And as soon as you walk in, they kind of just lean forward and stop tapping. They're like, "Oh, but hey, I recognize you. A repeat customer. How can I help you?"
I'm gonna take a guess and assume you don't have any new instruments that are interesting. Unless I'm wrong.
Interesting instrument. Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
While they're taking a look, I want to root around in the music bin again.
Okay. The miscellaneous music bin.
Yeah. And I'm looking for something interesting that isn't just another piece of music.
Okay.
And it looks like it has some story to it.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
It's a 13.
13. With a 13, you kind of like search through this. It's just a bunch of like manila folders, each with like one or two, like one maybe two songs in it. Um, you kind of like dig through the pile first, looking for anything of note. You don't really see anything, and then just kind of like you start just grabbing at random, looking to see if you can find something interesting. Um, and you end up finding just this kind of like slightly more rundown like manila folder. It looks like it's been in here for a little while. Um, and it just like the front of it has a little note on the front that just says uh down by the Riverview Way.
Could you tip it out for me?
Yeah. Down by the Riverview Way.
I'm just gonna like flip it open and have a look through.
And it says by Horan Talford on the front, on underneath the title. Uh, it looks like it's kind of like a slower, almost like southern song. Which you notice there are a few different like sheet musics for different instruments of the song. One is for a like banjo. There's one for a didgeridoo, and another sheet music for the spoons. It's just like this.
The didgeridoo to Hemlock.
You might have given the didgeridoo to Hemlock.
Fuck. I know I gave the bagpipes to Hemlock.
Ray, do you remember?
No, I don't remember what instruments Hemlock has.
Is it? Did you double check your inventory and see if you took it out?
I still had all of the instruments in my inventory. I just did not take them off. I know for a fact I gave the bagpipes to Hemlock.
Mm.
I didn't add anything to Hemlock's inventory. I know for a fact that I didn't do that. Like, the cart's inventory is nebulous, and I never kept track of it.
Oh my god.
There were things I kept track of, and those were the wheel of fucking cheese.
Yeah, and
my silly little like miscellaneous objects I would pick up.
I'll go back and find the mod and figure out if I do have it or not.
Okay. As you're searching and you like find that piece, the cashier says, "Okay, I do have this thing.
You have a thing.
I have a thing. It's called a zither. I don't know much. So this is a picture of what a zither is.
Oh, it's one of those.
He's like, apparently it's a like traditional orcish instrument. Picked it up from an adventurer, willing to sell it for 25 gold.
I'll also take this bit. This looks interesting. I'll take this.
Okay. 3 gold. And then he stops and he looks at the title and he. Yeah, 3 gold.
So 28 gold?
28 gold. How's that,
Sorry. I can't do math.
Understood. Nice. He's like, so how's that, instrument that you got? How's it playing? The previous one, the really nice... Was it a violin?
Oh, I think it's a fiddle.
It was a fiddle. It was like a gold or inlaid fiddle.
They are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It plays so nicely. I think I've only had to tune it once or twice since I've got it.
I will say, the Down by the Riverview Way does have a piece for the fiddle. That just makes sense.
You picked up anything else interesting? Like, anything at all?
The zither was kind of the most interesting thing recently. I mean, we have people coming in and selling music constantly, like just, you know, bards trying to make money by selling their stuff, but
The last piece I picked up from here was something.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about all the music in there. Every once in a while I'll go through and just kind of read it, like just grab a random one and read, but there's so many in that bin and so many
There's
people.
a lot.
There's a lot, and so many people just keep coming and selling new pieces, so I just kind of keep chucking ones in. Yeah, anything else I can help you out with?
If you do end up picking up something interesting, could you leave a message for me with in character? Prior's trying to decide if they want the message to be left with Hush or Freak Swords. I was spending that time trying to remember what Hush was called. Leave a message with Hush for Prar.
I love that disappointed sigh from you, Olive.
It wasn't a disappointed sigh. It was just like, yes. You want me to leave a message with Hush?
It's the only place I'll really pick up a message because I don't visit the post office very often. And I'm trying to expand what I'm proficient with, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Also, some bars just have some interesting stories and they just sell them, so.
Yeah, honestly, it just most of the time bars are just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough out there. Anyways,
Thank you.
Enjoy the music. Enjoy the zither.
I will.
And have a good day. And he just goes back. They just go back to just tapping on the counter with the drumsticks.
Purr's gonna walk out with the zither like under his arm, like, I have another one.
So
I don't know why he keeps picking up more instruments. I just think it's funny.
it's wonderful. I literally looked up musical instrument random generator, and that's what I got. It's apparently a German instrument.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that shit.
He has 2 different cases one for his Erhu, and that just goes like slung on his back, and one that is like double wide that holds his lute and his fiddle. That's like just hangs off of his shoulder.
What the fuck was that?
It is getting to sundown now. You all meet up at the train station and board the train from New Beginnings. No, not New Beginnings. From Lightport to Cylon. The first thing you guys notice, this train is packed. It is packed full with people. You guys do have the luxury cart, but the main passenger cart is completely packed. You have not seen that happen on a train ride since going to New Beginnings. Oh my god.
To be fair, we've not been on a quote-unquote packed train since New Beginnings.
You guys haven't... Yeah, you're right, yeah. But you guys head on the train and start your 5-day trek. What are you all doing in your downtime?
So something that me and Zoe quickly discussed. I see her run over to her chair.
Hey, Cleo. Hey, Prar.
He does.
I know Ray can't talk right now, but upon like overhearing a lesson of Elvish and Sylvan are synonymous, right?
Yes.
Okay, but Tucker
they?
overhears.
No, Sylvan is
synonymous.
Sylvan is the Fae language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elven is technically under the Fae umbrella, but they're more
It's my understanding of
different.
it is they
Are
share a similar alphabet, and Elvish is like a derivative of Sylvan.
They're slightly
Yeah.
Okay, so they are different. I thought they were just same language, different names. Anyway, Tempter overhears one of the lessons between Cleo and Misty.
Misty,
And
the one who looks like an elf who is speaking very broken Elvish.
Tempter can't understand. Maybe they can pick up a few basic words of Elvish. You know how like everyone can pick up a few basic words of Spanish, but like and just like and thinks to themselves that they just finished learning Abyssal, and perhaps a new language is in line to be learned. So Tempter approaches them. Pardon me. You are learning Elvish now, correct?
Yes.
Do you mind if I join you?
Sure.
I do not know Elvish and wish to expand my languages. I just finished learning Abyssal.
Oh, I really can't teach you Elvish. But Cleo could.
I'm assuming you're in a lesson with Cleo right now.
Yeah. Sorry, this is a little bit embarrassing. I don't actually know Elvish as one.
Well, neither do I.
That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Cleo's just like, yeah, well, I can teach you, absolutely. Maybe a study partner will do good for you.
Yes, Misty. Would you like to study with me?
I would like that. She looks visibly embarrassed.
Goes over Tempter's head.
She's looking at Tempter like, someone
Tempter
has
does
caught me
not
out.
give a fuck.
I don't know my own people's
You can't tell
language.
if Tempter just doesn't give a fuck or genuinely not understanding the context clues. They are not understanding the context clues.
We have one level of autism and the other level of autism.
Oh.
It's the opposite ends.
Seeing as how I just finished learning Abyssal, with Elvish being such a different... Yes, I just finished not too long ago. I recently became fluent.
Ooh, maybe when we're done learning Elvish, you can teach me Abyssal.
If you would like that, I can agree to it.
I'd love that. Just know that I'm not the greatest student. I have a hard time learning things. It takes me a while.
That is all right.
Okay.
So where are we in the lesson? And Tempter turns to. I don't know if we're gonna roleplay a whole scene.
We're not gonna roleplay the whole scene, especially with the player
Or
not
make
being
it-
here.
Yeah.
Can we make it canon that Cleo was just at this moment that Tempter came in was teaching Misty Elven slurs? Because I think that would be funny.
Let's
Just,
learn
like,
some slurs,
absolutely,
fellas.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They yeah, absolutely. You were learning some swear words at that moment. Moving on. Moon Wizard,
Mm-hmm.
you have a 5-day train ride. How are you entertaining yourself?
How am I entertaining myself? Well, after my my brief stint with that awful hangover and my date with that luxurious breakfast sandwich from Denny's,
Mm-hmm.
I have a moment of post-meal clarity, and I remember that vision that I had while I was intoxicated. So, Moon Wizard feels it would be best to consult his most trusted and closest advisor, Tempter.
Oh shucks.
Ah, shucks.
Oh shucks, you're too sweet to me. Tempter. I'm
yeah,
assuming
I'm
this
gonna
is
go
a time
find
where
Tempter.
Tempter is
Yeah,
reading a book right now. Not staring at the window, but reading a book next to the window.
Tempter,
Yes, Moon Wizard.
can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course. What is it you would wish to speak about?
So you remember last night when you tucked me all comfy cozy into bed?
I do. Why?
Well, I remembered I had a vision in my intoxicated state. I had a wizard vision.
A wizard vision.
A wizard vision. It's a vision for wizards. Anyways, I had a vision. And I can't quite parse exactly what happened. But I do remember. Well, this player, for some reason, does not remember the names of the dragons all of a sudden.
Varukar and Varumas.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I got you, fam.
Thank you.
I got you, brother.
I do remember I saw both orbs, Varuktar and Varumas, in both the respective places, and I kind of cover up my orb like this as
You had
as if
Tempter's
it were
interest. Now you have Tempter's attention.
and I cover up the orb on my staff, and I said, and Tal was there too, and he was talking to Varumas.
And you said Varuktar was also there.
Well, not in the same place, but in the vision, the wizard vision.
Tell me exactly what happened, Moon Wizard.
Okay, you're going to have to cut me a bit of slack here, my friend, because I was very drunk.
Tell me as much as you remember.
Well, I remember seeing Tal talking to Varumas in the vision. I couldn't hear exactly what they were saying, but it seemed like they were concerned about something. And then, all of a sudden, I saw this hobgoblin establishment, and I was drawn in. And inside this place, there was like a temple of sorts. There was a great black pool, and erupting from the pool was a pedestal, and it was holding the orb of Varuktar. And that's all that happened. But I can't make heads nor tails of it.
Nothing happened with any of the orbs in particular?
Nothing happened. I suspect something sinister is afoot.
That is very strange.
You do remember, while looking at the Varuktar orb, you did see a golden eye.
Oh, yes, the golden eye, a great golden eye, sent chills down these old bones.
Was it looking at you?
I don't know if it was looking at me directly or if it was just peering, watching, observing. I'm not sure if I should tell the others about this. I'm still on the fence about those other two.
Yes, best not to tell those two at the moment, but I do believe that Tikek and Prar should know.
I suppose so.
We've not. This is just a general question. We've not told Cleo and Misty about the dragons, have we?
So, this is gonna be. I was gonna bring this up right after this scene.
Okay.
Before you guys went to the train.
I genuinely don't remember.
Before you guys went to the train, Cleo and Misty, you both got summoned by Tara and Vaughn, and you two got completely filled in about the dragons. The actual quest, and the possible war going on. So you know the real reason why you're heading to each of the towns, to unite each other, and to stop what could be the end of the continent.
And the rest of the party knows that they were filled in.
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps it would be best to not tell them at the moment, but eventually they should know.
Yes.
I wonder if
Well, I've had the most heart-to-hearts with you, so I thought I would tell you first because I trust you.
Thank you, Moon Wizard. I trust you as well.
Plus, you tucked me into bed, and so now I owe you my life.
I do not believe you owe me that.
I owe you my life.
I have
Nope, it's too
seen
late.
you die
you
once.
Can't argue. You
Moon
can't
Wizard.
argue anymore.
I
owe
have
you
seen
my
you
life.
die once.
No take backsies.
No, do not. Moon Wizard, do not give me your life. It is not worth it.
My life isn't worth it.
Do not
Your
give
life ain't worth
dude.
shit. I'm not here, but
Oh, I'm just yanking your chain.
So here's the really interesting thing. You guys have one room, one train car. So Moon Wizard and Tempter are just kind of like huddled into the corner, like whispering at each other.
wait, do I hear the your life is your life is not
I think it'd be really funny. I think it'd be really funny if you heard Moon Wizard say, "I owe you my life, Tempter."
Yes, you hear the "I owe you my life" exchange.
Like we're shuffled in together, but then Moon Wizard just goes, "I owe you my life."
Yes.
I have a passive perception of 19. I'm just gonna be like, Misty whispers to herself. Moon Wizard's life ain't shit.
You waited until the very last minute to tell us that we were all in the same train car together.
Literally.
You guys are like, there's 4 train cars. There's the employee car.
They could be in the food cart.
Where there's
How much can I?
okay.
How much did I hear of this with my 19 perception?
I'm gonna say you only heard the end, just to keep.
Okay, because that's
Yeah.
really
You only heard when Moon Wizard started saying, "I
Yeah.
owe you my life, Tempter."
Because the food car also has people in it.
Well, yeah.
Wait, did
But
I
they
hear
could
the
be
thing
getting food.
Tempter said though? That said after I owe you my life.
This is just like,
Yeah.
please do not give up your life.
You did
to
hear
me.
that.
Then Misty definitely goes, Moon Wizard's life ain't shit.
You only heard the funny part, not the serious part.
It would. And Tempter hushes back down to Moon Wizard and says, perhaps we should find a way to find out what exactly your vision means.
I know, I can't stop thinking about it. It's just that it's bringing back unpleasant memories, and I'd rather not want to think about them while we're focusing on other tasks.
Oh gosh, do I push on that?
I thought you were gonna say, do I push Moon Wizard? Like, just shove me.
Like you just said something just like, I'd rather not remember those memories. I'm just like, do I make you remember those memories? If there is anything you can remember that would help us, please share.
DM, I would like to try and recall some of my past memories involving this,
Keen
great
mind head
battle.
ass.
Yeah.
You take a moment and you think about that eye that stared at you, that eye that haunts your dreams. The colossal form of Varuktar flying over the skies, raining acid on cities itself, the path of destruction that you witnessed hundreds of years ago. You remember the terror that he brought, the destruction, the dread. You remember working together with Var-Umas, this slightly smaller but still gargantuan in scale gold dragon, and working with your master Tal to come up with a spell to seal both of them away. You remember the fight, the heroes of the past that fought alongside you, trying to weaken Varuktar enough for the spell to work. The lives that were lost that day, that pain that you felt, and you remember working together with both Var-Umas and Tal, the three of you combined to cast that spell. Those memories all come flooding to you.
So I wrap up my recollection with Tempter, and I try to make an emphasis about like how much the that golden glare from Varuktar shook me.
The presence, the fear that those eyes struck into you not only terrified you to your core that day, but is a fear that you have not forgotten since.
But anyways, I don't like how personal this vision felt. And with everything else that has been going on lately, well, needless to say, I'm feeling a bit shaken.
That is understandable. We are facing a dragon. An ancient dragon at that.
We're facing many things.
What do you mean, many things?
Well,
I just
Are
like
you fucking
I didn't know.
kidding me? I
I thought we were still talking about. I thought we were just talking
made out of flesh.
I believe. I fucking can't with this. I'm sorry. I thought you meant that there are other things associated with Varuktar that are threats to us.
I mean, I don't doubt that there aren't. I mean, that there are. I'm just saying, we're in for a whole lot of shit.
That is true.
But for right now, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to bring it up to the others, though. I don't want to concern them.
If you don't want to bring it up to the others, that is your choice to make. I will not. But eventually, they should know.
I think we'll wait until we are, well, more at ease.
And when would that
Unless,
be?
wait, is that a bad idea? I don't want to provide any unnecessary stress. Should I do it when they're already stressed and then it'll like cancel each other out?
No, I do not know when the best time will be, but before the battle happens, sometime. We still do not know what the vision itself means. That, I think, should be what we should figure out first. What do we know from what you saw?
That's the thing. There really wasn't much there.
Exactly. Another
I
thing is, why did you see it?
I really don't want to ask Tal.
But it might be the only way.
I don't want to. He'll be mad at me.
I will not make you contact him.
Moon Wizard, roll an insight check.
Insight check.
You have advantage on this.
What? Onto what? Me?
Nope.
Can't be.
You have advantage for this roll. Okay. Your advantage came from the fact that you were rolling insight on Tal, your creator, someone who you've known for hundreds of years, and you think back to the vision. You think back to first seeing Tal walking around Queen Solstice's chamber, pacing back and forth, talking hastily at Var Umas. He seemed panicked, but more important, he seemed distracted. This vision, to your understanding, did not come from him. This is not something he gave to you. This is something you either that happened to you or you did that he does not know about.
Ooh, then I really don't want to bring it up to him. Tal doesn't like knowing that Tal doesn't like him knowing I can't fucking speak. Tal doesn't like me knowing things that he doesn't.
Yes, it would be wise to not make him angry, but he may be the only one who can give an explanation as to what you saw.
Think about it. But
If there's
not-
anyone that could
not
help
here.
interpret... Agreed. If there's anyone who can help interpret anything about Varuktar, it's him.
This is true.
Or Varumas.
Varumas I would trust a little more.
I totally forgot. Did Moon Wizard tell us about the vision he got from Varumas way back when?
I don't
Like
know.
specifically Varumas?
I don't
Lon,
think.
did you tell the party that?
Wait,
No.
I think no. Moon Wizard did because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then is there a way to contact
Oh.
Varumas specifically?
Ooh, DM, is that a possibility? Is that something I'm able to do?
He was able to contact you. Maybe there's a way to contact him.
He contacted you first. There could be. I don't know if it's something you. I don't know if it's a skill that you have specifically, but there could be a few different magical ways to contact him. Could try a sending spell, or unless
I know a way.
you're not.
Are you eavesdropping in on our conversation?
Can I be eavesdropping after the last few things?
If it question is this gonna be really funny, Zoe?
Maybe? No, not really. It's just an actual way.
I think it's just really funny if Misty was like huddled in the chairs ahead of us, like hiding behind the seats, but she's totally visible, and she just goes, "I know a way."
Do the two players who are having the secret conversation, are you okay with Misty eavesdropping your conversation? If not,
Yes, it's fine.
Yes, I'm
okay. Then go.
So I don't know if it'll work particularly, but I know
Misty.
a spell. Hi.
How long have you been there?
This whole time. Well, actually, ever since I heard the thing about owing your life thing and
Oh, that.
it meaning nothing.
Ah.
Uh so I have this spell that I've been studying.
Oh,
It might help. It has to do with dreams.
really?
Oh.
It might work. I'm not sure if it will, but I'm not exactly sure what you guys are talking about that much, but
Tim just looks to Moon Wizard. It's just kind of like, how much should we tell her?
I still don't trust you.
It is up to you, Moon Wizard.
I also brought food. There's pudding in there.
Now you're just bribing him at this
Tempter!
point.
Tempter, you have to release me
Wizard.
from my vice.
Moon
This is
Wizard.
for-
Tempter puts a hand on Moon Wizard's shoulder.
You have to be my intervention.
You must be strong, Moon Wizard. I know this is a hurdle that is difficult for you.
I have to
but
be
you
so
must
strong.
prevail.
Oh.
So it might not work only because it's a creature known to you. So we might have to go. I don't know.
Known to you doesn't specifically mean you've met the creature.
True.
If you are shown an image of the creature or hear enough about it, there's a possibility of it working.
Like that could be a way. So I can kind of step into people's dreams in a way.
I'll give it some thought, but not here.
Okay.
Clearly, we are not secretive enough.
Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to be listening? I kind of have really
No.
good ears.
You know, when people are like muttering to each other in a corner, all secret-like, it's generally frowned upon to be listening in on them.
Oh, I'm so
Food
sorry.
for
You guys
thought.
were right next to me. It's a
I mean,
little hard for me to
yeah.
turn my ears off.
I remember you being across the room earlier.
I mean semantics. It's a small room.
That is true.
It's a small room after all. It's a small room.
This looks so
after all.
cozy in this corner. I do apologize for
Misty,
for
do not,
listening in.
Misty, please do not try to bribe Moon Wizard with pudding.
Oh,
I have an
is-
addiction. I'm
is
trying
that
to quit.
bribery?
I did not hear what you said, Zoe. What?
Is that bribery?
To him, yes.
Oh, I thought that was just friendship. All right.
I have a serious condition.
Starts taking away the pudding.
You see Moon Wizard start to tear up at watching the pudding be taken away.
Oh,
sorry.
be strong, Moon Wizard.
Be strong, Moon Wizard.
Be strong. I have to be so strong.
I mean, this wasn't really meant to be a bribery. It's lunchtime.
Is it? And Tempter checks the time.
It's always lunchtime.
Moon Wizard, are you hungry?
I'm still working on that double-decker breakfast sandwich I had a few hours ago.
That was like the previous day. That
Yeah,
was
that was yesterday.
Same day.
That was multiple days ago.
That was yesterday. Yeah.
I thought we were on like I thought we were like 3 days in.
Oh, no, I was assuming this was like the first day. This is like the first second day.
Yeah, I
In.
don't know what I'm fucking.
That was over 24 hours ago.
It was so
You know
filling.
what? Sure, I'm hungry. Why not?
Okay.
Leo emerges from the woodworks and eats the pudding, then leaves.
The pudding. I mean, I did make bento, so there's pudding in each of them. Does Cleo take all of the puddings out of each bento?
Out of Moon Wizard's bento.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Never mind.
If Misty made Tempter a bento box,
Yeah.
they'll give their little serving of pudding to Moon Wizard.
It's
Just small
chocolate
servings.
pudding with a granola and like Oreo crumble on top.
Oh, that's... Stop making me fucking hungry.
And there's rice balls that are stuffed with canned tuna, spicy canned tuna.
Oh,
And there's little bowls of soup and
Like,
biscuits in
Did-
each bento because I
Did
really love
Misty
biscuits.
make did Misty make tempter bentos?
Yes, I made a bento
Okay.
for everyone.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, and there's also apple slices. Apple slices, apple slices, apple slices.
just like Mother used to make. Except I wouldn't know, because I don't have a mother.
You don't have a mother.
I also don't have a mother.
Oh, see, this is why you're my favorite.
I feel like my mother.
I do
would
not see the
really like you
correlation,
too.
Moon Wizard. Really?
Yes.
What was your mother like?
Oh, she's still alive.
What is she like?
She is a wonderful cook. She's very kind. She runs the fish shack. We have a restaurant back home, that her and my father run. They're quite nice, simple, lovely, content.
That sounds wonderful, Misty.
And they love taking in people that need help.
That is very kind of them. You
Yes.
must feel
Yeah,
lucky to have them
surely.
as parents.
I do. Although I would feel a lot luckier if they would have taught me my native tongue. That would have been better. But they were busy. They were busy.
When's the last time you saw them, Misty?
About say a year or two.
Not very long.
No, not too long. Although time is weird, so it could be longer or it could be shorter. Sorry, what were you talking about?
Your parents. You said
Oh.
they ran a fishery?
Yes. Well, my father is a fisherman, and it's less of a fishery and more of a restaurant, where he brings all of the fish. Our the pride and joy of our small fishing village is tuna.
See, I believe you mentioned that the other night.
Yeah.
When we were all together at Freak Swords.
Yes. It's quite a lovely town. Very.
Perhaps one day I could visit.
small. I would love that.
You said you lived in. Why am I forgetting that name? Apatroth.
Apatroth.
Correct?
Specifically in the small town of Thunis.
Can I make a check to see if I know that name? Would it be like a history check or? do I just know?
Yeah. History check with advantage since you lived in Apatroth for a while.
Does a 22 make it?
1 second. 22. Yes. You have heard of this town just by reputation alone. It is exactly like Missy's describing it. It's just a extremely small fishing village with population of maybe 100 people.
Yeah, Tempter's been all over Apatroth. Like, it's lived mostly in Paluma, but has traveled all over it in the past.
People come there for vacation to go fishing a lot. Usually famous people.
I see.
Because
I do not believe I visited.
remote.
That is
lovely.
understandable.
It's not on most
I believe
maps
it.
because of how small it is. So you've heard it.
I'm totally
you've
not
you probably
basing-
passed by it, but I don't know if you've been there.
I'm totally not basing this off the fact that my small hometown there's a lot of fishing and famous people do in fact just come to my small town because no one can find them just to go fishing.
That's really funny, actually.
That's
It's really funny.
pretty funny.
Like we'd hear about like a random country singer just like chilling. Oh, I think there was one day where someone said that Johnny Depp was in town just fishing. I know, and no one ran into him. Like I think they were spotted
He's
by
just
like a
chilling.
I know, just vibing, just fishing. That was years ago.
Okay.
Yes. I'm more familiar with Paluma, the large city.
Oh,
That is where I've lived most of my life.
I don't believe I've been to Paluma.
Really?
Is it
Then
nice?
how did you end up here? It's the port town.
Oh, have I been to Paluma?
You've passed
Surely you
through
must
it.
have.
I don't think I've spent time in Paluma.
I see.
Okay. I've been to a lot of places, and I don't have the best memory. I'm getting old.
How old are you?
That's a good question.
Do you not know? That is alright. I do not know either.
It's a little complicated. It's a long story, but my mind, essentially, is much older than my body, I guess. That sounds weird. I'm not a vampire, I promise.
Well, then what are you? I know you. I believe you're not a vampire, but what are you then?
An elf. Under confusing and peculiar circumstances.
Would you elaborate on that or no?
It's a really long story. Do you really want to know?
We have 4 more days of travel.
Okay.
We don't have to sell it now, but just like I'm saying this as a player. You don't have to.
I feel like it would take like 5 hours to explain the entirety of all the things that happened, but I mean probably longer. But Misty will just essentially be like, okay, well, it all begins with this lovely party. Oh, you know, I used to have this really funny skeleton person that was in my party. They were a joy.
A skeleton.
Yes.
I assume reincarnation magic.
I never found out. They were just interesting. Interesting, very interesting. I'll have to tell you more about my old friends, my old party, later. But it all started with us being hired, to explore this cave and figure out why a small town was having an immense amount of nightmares. They were quite a peaceful town. I can't remember exactly what that town's name was. It was so long ago.
So,
Wait, no. I'm not gonna be much longer.
Okay. I do want to get to everyone else before we get to Silent.
Yes. Basically, we're in this cave, and we'd gotten to the very end of it. I was cooking dinner, and we found this orb, this weird orb. And long story short, I was sucked into this orb. And then that's when I will get on with the entire story. I was sucked into an orb, and then all this happened.
You're there for like 1,000 years, and you popped back out, and now it's like, no.
Yeah. So I'm probably like a 1,000. End it with 1,000 years old ish. Maybe like 100, 1,300.
It is okay if you do not know your age specifically. I also do not know my age specifically. All I know is that I'm
wizard now.
Oh damn, that's really interesting. Cause me too. I'm not eavesdropping.
Do we really not know? Do the 3 of us really not know our own ages?
Yeah.
All I know
is
probably
5 hours later.
all I know is that I'm probably still younger than 600, but older than 550.
Now,
but I do not know the exact number.
the only people who know Misty's entire story is, well, her old party, Cleo, and now you two.
Let's go.
So, well,
Maybe like an offhand one night.
if
well.
I'm so,
Oh, go. Finish up.
so if Misty leaves, Tempter's gonna lean to Moon Wizard and say, "Does she not remind you of Daisy?"
I suppose you could say that.
I certainly see the similarities.
I'm back.
Daisy with more drama.
Welcome back. So,
Welcome back.
in the meantime, while that's all happening, Prar, what are you doing with your 5 days of train time?
Whenever Cleo's not busy teaching Elvish, we'll be asking for gun lessons.
Cleo will be happy to give them.
He is also going to be he's gonna spend so much time learning how to play the zither. Like trial and error that shit.
Fair. You get some annoyed looks by random people as you just are trial by fire learning an instrument in the middle of the train.
This must be the longest 5 fucking days ever for these people.
roll a.
At least it's not the fucking bagpipes.
You're right about that. Are you learning the zither in your train cart or in the food cart?
In our train cart.
Okay, so you
He's
get
not that much of a dick.
you get less weird looks. When it comes to the gun lessons, Cleo, you go over a lot of the essential safety stuff, how to properly hold a gun, how to properly reload a gun, how to properly aim and shoot, everything you can teach without actually firing a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like we'll have to go to a firing range at some point. But
Is it too late, dude? I wanted to do something on Lightport and entirely forgot until the second.
What's up?
I wanted to go see the Necromancer.
You want to go see the... Sure,
Well,
we can.
that I told you about.
You know a wizard that has transportation circle or teleport. What is it? Teleportation circle.
Teleportation.
Well, you would have to find a way back because the teleportation circle is a one-way thing.
Train.
Yeah.
There's not a
train again.
Oh my god. For the thing that you're looking for specifically, we can say that you started to get it commissioned.
Okay.
Do you want to tell the party what you got commissioned, or is this a secret?
I think it'll be fun to keep it a secret for now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure out the nitty gritty of it. But yeah, you got that commission started. While you two are learning gun lessons, I want both of you to roll just an intelligence check. Yes, Taffy?
If you allow me to do this, as Contemptor overhear Prar saying that he wants to find a good time to practice and to use the gun.
They're more going over
But he still is not able to fire it. I have an idea of how we can
wait till we get to
practice.
Silent before we can do it.
Yeah, in silent. Tempter knows the way you can practice.
Yeah, you can bring it up to Prar in the next few days. What do you think?
Okay. Tempter say if you wish to practice your gunmanship, as a player I do not remember what it's called, but there is a hunting festival that takes place in Silent, where many were. I generally don't know what it's called. A friend of mine who lives in Silent told me about it, and perhaps it would be a good chance for you to practice.
You remember Ace calling it the Great Hunt?
It is called the Great Hunt.
And then Tempter is going to continue walking along.
Okay.
Bring it up, okay?
But so as Cleo, as you're teaching and Par you are learning, I want both of you to just roll intelligence checks to see how good you are teaching Cleo and how good you are learning Prar.
All right.
And that'll determine how far you get into your lesson, especially without practical applications.
A flat 10.
Okay.
Mine's an 8.
Yeah, Cleo, your brain's a little fried just from teaching both Elvish and also gun lessons at the same time.
Yeah,
Prar
also fixing porcelain.
also
like,
fixing
porcelain's thing.
porcelain. Yeah. You
Like, it's just like, I got so much shit going on right now.
mm-hmm.
Suddenly turned southern.
Prar, you're absorbing some of the knowledge. Um, but you just keep playing back the you taking one shot and your gun breaking. So it's one of the things where like theoretically you think you could put it to the test, but you don't know how efficient you're actually going to be. So you might need a little more practice until you're for certain. But yeah, anything else you do with the train ride? Or
Yes. I want to talk to Misty.
okay.
Misty, I remember you saying something you could. Something to do with dreams. You could do dream things.
Yes. What kind of dream things do you need me to do?
So if I were to ask if you could. You know the whole, like, I am not one person kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I saw you turn into goo.
Yeah, if I asked if you could, like, look into the memories of the person or the people who are used for me, is that a thing you could do?
I can try. I don't know if that's something I can do, but I can try.
I mean, we can find out.
I think so. I assume this is probably gonna be something that I have to bend. I might have to bend some magic to my will.
Yeah. This would be a fuck around and find out magic utility.
I sure hope this doesn't end up being a finding out kind of fuck around.
We could try.
You could try.
Is this something you wanted to do on the train?
Do you want to do
Yeah.
this here? Yes.
I'm more so thinking just because we have time and nothing to do, really.
Yes. Missy's just gonna look over at Tekek. Is Tekek sleeping?
Tekek is just kind of reading a book. Like a romance novel.
Tekek, this is a very weird question, but hear
Huh?
me out. The next time you pass out, would I be able to steal one of your quills? One of your feathers?
I could just like here, and she just pulls one and hands it to you.
Oh, no. You have to be sleeping.
You want to steal my feathers when I'm sleeping?
It has to be one when you're sleeping.
Sure.
You're part bird, right?
She gives you a
look of like
no duh. She's like, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Misty's just gonna try and shove the quill that she put it back in her.
They're just like, that's not how that works.
Well, I will turn this into a very good paintbrush. Thank you.
Cool.
Will not let it go to waste. For reference, the components for the dream spell are a handful of sand, a dab of ink, and a writing quill plucked from a sleeping bird.
Wild.
You have to be sleeping.
Interesting.
Oh fuck, what's the...
I thought it would be. I'm like, I know I have my like, I know I'm supposed to have basic components. So, but I think it would be funny for me to just like have ran out of a bird feather, so I need one, and I'm like, there's no birds on. We're in a train.
Do you know the meme of Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb with the milk and the chicken passed out on the couch? Do you know?
I don't actually. I've never seen that.
Wait. It's Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb. I'm gonna post a Prar just goes grab a glass of warm milk and the chicken leg. Yeah, and just goes and passes out. So you're able to get that.
Okay. That's how I imagine Moon Wizard looks like when he was passed out.
Yep. We will.
I was all snuggled up in bed.
We will get
before you were in bed.
We will get to the dream stuff after the break. Before the break, right.
Yes.
Cleo is a little stretched thin for this train ride. You're both teaching Elvish, teaching gun lessons, and also fixing porcelain. Is there anything else you would like to do with this train ride?
No, I think Cleo's good. I think Cleo's just like, yeah, I have this stuff I gotta do. There's not really anything I can add to the new weapon. Because I've already used all of my little artificer charges pretty much on other things. So I'd have to drop something off something else. I guess they'd be tinkering with their other revolver.
The revolver?
The revolver.
Okay. I will say you finished porcelain around the just before the night of day 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that 5th day to kind of tinker with the revolver. What are you doing?
Cleo's just always working on this, always putting more magic into it, putting more has taken it apart and put it together a couple hundred times, probably a few thousand times already, and it's just doing that again and figuring out what they can do to have it deal more damage, how they can infuse more magic into it, how they can have it shoot faster. Maybe trying to figure out maybe they can make these bullets quicker than they've been making them. Maybe they can maybe it's been overheating every time they shoot it, and so it's just been taking too long. They need to figure out how to cool it down, how just ironing out all the stuff, working out the kinks. They're just like, I need this.
I think part of the reason why making the bullets takes so long is that to do so, you have to pump magic itself into them, which requires you pumping any unused spell slots into it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of that done on the train ride. You're not using spell slots throughout the day, so you're able to save some for the night. But it's a lot of just saving any unused magic to make a new bullet. Yeah, you get some progress done. It's not a lot. You know how long it takes.
It's never a lot.
It's never a lot.
It's never Cleo knows it's never a lot. It's
It's
never been a lot. It never will be a lot.
It is bit by bit, piece by piece. Your capabilities, your spells itself are far less potent than other spellcasters.
And they're also not using some of their magic. They're distinctly not tapping into some of their magic. They're being so intentional and so careful to be like, all right, I can only pour my magic into it.
Yeah.
I can't grab from anything else. It can only be me.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to be so careful because they're so entwined with the other source.
Mm-hmm. You get a little bit of progress done. It's chipping away, bit by bit.
Bit by bit. Eventually.
Eventually. With that, we'll go to break. I'll see you all in 10 minutes. We will continue soon. Okay, hopping back in with the players.
So
Hello.
sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How's it
I
going?
just figured I can turn up and down the brightness of my mushroom, my little mushroom light.
Nice, nice.
Huge, huge.
Hell yeah. Here's what I'll say. Prior, you came to Misty about this on the day of day 3. So you're gonna get 3 chances at this. If you want to use all of them. How do you two prepare for this ritual?
That's a very good question.
I'm probably just in the
Oh, I'd
luxury
only
pub,
have
is there,
2
like-
chances. I only have 2 slots.
Well, you have 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving
I
you.
mean,
I'll
6 chances.
give you 1 chance a day.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are there like benches in the car that we're in?
There are benches.
Beds.
There's benches and also like bunk beds.
Okay. He's
So I'm
probably gonna
gonna-
sit on a bench because I don't think he can actually sit upright in one of the bunks.
No, you can't.
Yeah, so he's gonna sit there and he's gonna have.
Would we be able to open up your shirt?
Yep.
Okay. I'm making my own little ritual for this because you mentioned is
Fuck
there
yeah.
anything you want to do to
Damn.
prepare?
We don't have a vine
Um,
boom effect.
I'm gonna take the writing quill, or the quill from Dick, and dab it in the ink and start drawing spirals over your body.
Like, Par's going to have Aaron in his lap, unsheathed if they will let him.
They will. Oren's been quiet. Oren's not talking right now, but they don't say no.
He's being very gentle with Aaron.
Okay, so for stream, I am casting the dream spell. And I'm going to describe what it means because it is a very new spell to me, and it confused my brain, and it's easier if I say it out loud.
Okay.
So, we'll say that I'm explaining this in a more D&D canon way to
Yeah.
as I am painting spirals all over your body. This spell shapes a creature's dreams. You can choose a creature known to you. The target must be in the same place of existence to me, so we're in the same realm. This doesn't work on elves yet. I'm gonna figure out a way one day. Or anyone that doesn't sleep. You or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state, acting as a messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings, but can't take actions or move. If the target is asleep, the messenger appears in the target's dreams and can converse with the target as long as it remains asleep. Through the duration of the spell, the messenger can also shape the environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, or other images. The messenger can emerge from the trance at any time, ending the effect of the spell early. The target recalls the dream perfectly upon waking. If the target is awake when you cast the spell, the messenger knows it, and you can either end the trance or wait for the target to fall asleep, at which point the messenger appears in the target's dreams. You can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target. If you do, the messenger can deliver a message of no more than 10 words, and then target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, echoes of the phantasmal monstrosities. So there's a whole thing. I'm not going to be spawning a nightmare in you. I'm not going to try, at least.
I sure hope not.
I feel like I should read this out just in case, because we are kind of bending magic to the will, and Olive, you are the DM, and on a failed save, echoes of phantasmal monstrosities spawn a nightmare that lasts the duration of the target's sleep and prevents that target from gaining any benefit from the rest. In addition, when the target wakes up, it takes 3d6 psychic damage if you have a body part, lock of hair, clipping from a nail, or a similar portion of the target's body. The target must make If you have those things, the target makes it the saving throw with disadvantage. Sorry, I'm stuffy as all hell.
All good, all
But
good.
that is essentially the spell. We're gonna try and use the spell to engage with your memories.
So-
They're not technically my memories.
Yeah.
So psychotherapy.
So,
Yeah.
Brar, what is your intention for this spell?
I want to try and explore the memories of the pirate captain who I saw in my dreams before.
Okay. Sounds good.
So essentially, I'm sending you into the dreams of part of your body, of you, I guess. Into that, yes. Normally, I would be the one walking through. AKA, I'm Misty Dreamwalker. Hello. But this is something new, and Misty ain't fucking with me getting into your brain. I think it's a little safer to send you into your own self than me into you.
Okay. Then, as you prepare this ritual, finishing the paint of the spirals throughout Prar's body, and Prar, you sit there with the sword. Misty, I want you to roll a wisdom check, adding your modifier. Your goal is to beat an 18.
Okay. So that's just my wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
No! Sorry, this day is not the day.
Oh god.
Prar, you close your eyes as this magic washes over you, and you wait. And you open expecting something to happen, and you're just sitting in the train car. The spell has failed. First attempt down.
I'm sorry. I think we still gotta figure out a few kinks.
It's fine. We've got a couple more days.
Okay. Attempt 2. Day 4.
Day 4. Okay.
I think I want to try Dominic's memories instead because I have Aaron and I want to use it as like a connection, kind of.
Okay. Misty, when you roll this, add a d4.
Okay. Oh, please D4, please D4.
18.
15 plus 3.
18. That's the DC.
18. Cool shit.
Okay.
I definitely gave you some sort of mushrooms or something to go along with this.
Makes sense.
It helps.
Okay. Prar, you close your eyes as you feel this wave of soft magic hit you, and then you feel this like slight tingling around your body. And Misty, you watch as those spirals from one starting point just start to like burn quickly, like gunpowder, like a trail of gunpowder just burns in this like bright pink flame as it spirals around over and over again until all of the spirals are burnt up. And Prar, you open your eyes and you are not on the train. You see yourself. You see yourself laying down in a forest, gazing up at the stars. And then you realize this is not yourself. This is the eyes of Dominic. And you are just looking up at a night sky and you see his head rolls to the side, and you see a campfire. He is laying face up, staring at the stars in a camp. You see there are other people around him, some sort of party, possibly. You see there is this, like, thin, lithe-looking blue dragonborn in monk's robes. There is a just like tall, skinny, elven woman with a bow strapped to her back. There's just this stout dwarf man just quietly making a prayer with some sort of holy symbol towards the fire before throwing some food into it. It's a group, an adventuring party.
Who is the second person again?
A like tall, thin, like female elf with a bow. You see the vision shift, and it's the four of them sitting around a diner, eating a meal, laughing, sitting around Fantasy Denny's, sharing a meal. The dwarf seems a little hungover. The elf is eating what seems to be a vegetarian meal, and the monk is just scarfing down food, as Dominic himself is just eating breakfast. It shifts to two of the party members splitting from the group. The elf and the monk going one way, and you see Dominic waving, and before looking to the side and seeing this dwarf. And you see the dwarf looks back at him, and they go a separate way. You see them heading towards a train. You see them hopping on the train to Harnver. And with this, you get a better look at this dwarf as the two of them are just sitting on the train, idly talking. And you see Dominic look over, and as the dwarf is talking, you see in the dwarf's hand that holy symbol. A holy symbol of the Raven Queen. The vision shifts again. It is the two of them walking around Harnver, interacting with the town, with the town's people. They seem a little cold, a little standoffish, a little awkward. But Dominic's doing his best to be in high hopes, and the dwarf just seems upset. And then you see someone crying, a child crying, down in an alleyway, down on the broken down part of town. You see Dominic going up to them, concern. You feel the concern. You feel the need to do good. And as Dominic walks up to this child, you just see a flash of red, and you feel yourself choking. As something is wrapping around your throat. Slowly and painfully killing you. Before you are back. You are back in your own body in the train.
You okay?
Well, depends on your definition of okay.
Well, you're alive, so
That I am.
physically okay.
More or less.
Find anything fun?
Somewhat.
Oh, that's good. You don't have to
Sure
share.
was
It's not.
interesting.
Do you want to
Did
try
the
it?
dwarf look like anyone I had seen in Harrenburg before?
The dwarf did not look like any of the town folk that you recognize. He didn't seem like one of the townsfolk living there when you lived there. So no, this is your first time seeing them.
And do I think that if I were to see that elf and dragonborn again, that I could recognize them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to try this again tomorrow?
I think I'll try something different tomorrow.
Okay.
Which might not work as well.
Okay.
It'll be something.
We can try.
Yeah.
I like trying new things.
With how the train cars are connected, is it like enclosed between each car, or is there like open air and you have to like step between them?
It is open air, but there's like a canvas covering. So it is protected from the weather, but it's not like a metal covering between.
Okay.
Were you trying to get on top of the train?
I'm trying to get on top of the train.
There is a hatch at the top of each train car. And I believe you have climbed out of the window once.
I have. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just get up through the hatch.
Okay, you might need a boost up.
Misty,
Yeah.
could you give me a boost? And he's gonna point to the hatch.
How big is this room?
The train car is like 10 feet wide and like 30 feet, like 25 feet long.
Is there anyone here?
Currently, it's just your party members, but you have seen other passengers passing in between this train car to get to the diner car.
I'm gonna tell all of my party members, if someone comes in here, tell them I'm just a druid and not to be scared. I'm not strong, but I can turn into something strong. Misty is just gonna be like, okay. Just get on my back after I've changed, because I won't be able to speak to you properly. And
Okay.
Misty turns into a bear.
That'll give you plenty of wiggle room to get up to the hatch.
Lovely.
I'm just a pink bear. I look like a pink fucking Care Bear.
Oh my
I'm like
god.
Oh my
I'm like a
god.
real life Care Bear right now.
Oh my god.
It's so cursed. I love it.
Yes, when I turn into a horse, it is My Little Pony. It is so My Little Pony.
I love you.
I love you too.
You are able to quickly open, get on top of the train car, and close so nobody notices. And you are on the roof.
Okay, he's still got Orin, and he's just gonna sit there with Orin in his lap. How bad of an idea is it to try and control or get in touch with the whole, like, goopy side of this thing, whatever is happening? And he's just, like, speaking out loud. He's not expecting Orin to reply, but he's like, the option is there for you, bud.
You are not. From what I've experienced being in your possession, you are not exactly a beacon of everything good and holy.
No, not really.
My handlers normally need to be of the good persuasion. I am making an exception for you because we have a similar enemy. That thing. Sorry.
I'm not gonna claim to try and be good, but I'm sorry, my dog is looking at me like she's done something wrong, and the only thing she's done wrong is ripped an absolute nasty ass fart, so I had to open my window. Like, you know what you've done. This is not a
Criminal.
one-off occurrence
That's
for
the
you.
worst offense that she could commit.
Yeah, she does it when
Macy's
she's
worst
in
offense
bed with
is
me
not
too.
being next to me right now. I don't even think she's in the same room as me. I think she went to bed. I think she's.
We have a common enemy. We have a common monster to slay.
And if you don't want to stay with me after that, I can bring you back to Athra.
Dominic was supposed to be a good wielder.
I think he would have been.
He was a pure soul.
That's what got him killed.
I am just a sword. I am nothing without a wielder. Do not become a monster that I need to slay.
I won't. I do think you could give yourself a little bit more credit. Just a sword wouldn't be able to pick and choose who he wants to wield them.
But I cannot pick up and wield myself. I may have a will, but it is through others that my will is imposed.
That makes you more than a sword. Just not quite enough to be something else.
Just as you are more than just a musician or a common criminal. You have what it takes to be a hero. I've seen it.
I think I got a little bit of anger to work through before that.
You, Saren, can be good. You have the basis built into you. But it is your choice. If you think you need to delve into your heritage to defeat your enemy, I will not question your wisdom. But just know you are stronger than you know. Just do not become the monster that created you. Or I will find another wielder to take you down myself.
I would have it no other way.
I am going to sleep now.
Good talk.
Good talk. Are you and Misty attempting a third night?
I would like to try with the bard's memories, just to see if it's possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my Erhu with me.
Okay.
Because it's not, I don't have anything of the bards, but instruments.
Then Misty, another wisdom check. No D4 to this one.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately,
Not tonight.
nothing tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it works the one time.
It
I'm
worked
sure
the one time.
it'll work again. We can try this later.
Let's give it a little bit before we try it again, though.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do on your time on the train?
Nope.
Okay. Day 5.
Oh, can I do?
What's up?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
what's up?
I was wanting to do like one thing, but it can totally be something that just happens off camera.
Do you want to just say what it is and then we can say it happens?
Oh, I just wanted to go to the food car and talk to whoever is working there about food and just have like a cute little wholesome interaction and say that happened.
Okay. You have this nice interaction with this very intense older female like half orc. Like she gives off
Nice.
hibachi chef vibes.
Ooh.
Like you just have a nice conversation about cooking. Like very intense. But friendly.
Intense?
Intense but friendly.
Okay.
Okay. The night of day 5 passes and it is early morning when you all feel the train lurch to a stop. It was in the night that you all passed into the woods without your knowledge. And when you all kind of like get up and look around outside the windows, the train is completely surrounded by forest. Just this sea of
the slumbering well.
Let's go.
the sea of emerald green, with just like slightly brown forest floor from both like some fallen leaves and just packed dirt. You see everyone is getting off the train, and you all join in. And off the train platform, there is just one singular long road heading deeper into the forest. This, yeah.
Did we get a long rest?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Most train rides you have all taken have dropped you directly off into the town or as close as possible. This one seems to have dropped you just off at the edge of the woods, to not damage more of the trees. There is this long brick road that is just heading deeper into the forest. And you think back to your time going to Flintstone, where when you got dropped off not near the city, you had a guide. This time, there are no guides, and you just see the people, the other passengers, are just walking into the woods, down following this forest. On either sides of the road, there are these like wooden stakes stuck into the ground with these like little green glowing gems, bright, like giving off light as it goes. The canopy goes and closes over the road, so you cannot see the sky.
I love this.
And you all continue further and further on, walking for a good 30 minutes.
There's a song in here somewhere.
While we're walking, Misty's just gonna send Cleo a look of like, Misty has this look of like turned on by nature, and Cleo would know it for sure. Like, yes,
Cleo's just like, you horny fuck.
trees. We've been in the desert for so long.
Yeah.
Tree fucker?
No,
That's Daisy.
in nature.
That is
Yeah,
Daisy.
that's Daisy. I mean, she has
I know,
I
was about to say, is Misty also a tree fucker?
Is she also a tree fucker?
No, but she is very much like Halcyon.
Zoe,
And that's
do you want to tell us something? Is there something you need to tell us?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, come on.
nature.
Is something going on here?
Like, come on. No, please. It's okay.
Misty has definitely fucked in the woods. With other
I
druids.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Misty and Cleo have probably fucked in the woods.
You all continue. Until eventually you see this oak wall, with just spanning left and right, cutting through the trees. It's a good like 12, 14 feet tall, with guard posts on either side of this like tall, really nicely made double set doors. Upon seeing people coming, you see guards up in the post signal deeper into the city, and you see the double doors swing open and outwards towards you all, leading to leading to Silent. You all enter into the main area of the city, and you see this absolutely beautiful city. The roads are all paved with this light tan brick. The houses are built with the same like lightish brown clay, mixed with different parts of wood, mixed with stained glass windows, and some of the houses are built into these like larger like trees that are parts of the houses. Um, you see like there in the bases of some of them, you just see like windows carved into the outsides of the trees, um, and these like green crystals all throughout the roadside, illuminating this entire city, which is good because without the lights, the entire city would be dark because of the giant, massive central tree in the center of the city that raise this one dominant tree that raises hundreds of feet, and this massive, impressive canopy covering the entire forest. Think that one tree in the swamp area of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh
was
yeah.
thinking the exact same thing.
That entire tree encompasses the entire city.
Hell yeah, big ass canopy.
This is a very druid coded area.
This place makes me so fucking happy.
This is so druid.
I fucking love Silent. You guys, the only reason you guys haven't come here quicker is because one of your previous party members assassinated a political official from here.
I feel like if Daisy had came here, she would have came here. This is where
I don't doubt that.
This is where she would have lost her virginity.
Settle
'cause this is so
down.
good.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm loving the environment. I'm excited for the political discourse. I love
I'm
that
excited
shit.
for the political
I love that
discourse, too.
shit so much. I love fantasy politics so much.
You see, this city is bustling. It is weird because it's in the middle of the forest, but it looks like a proper city. It is, by itself, larger than Lightport. It seems like more people live here. It's a lot more of a livable city.
Mhm.
There are just there. You see, constantly walking around, there are different people with bows strapped to their back, different well-geared adventurers. Some of them look like hunters. Some of them look like just your common day folk. You do see there are a few just animals walking around, like large animals. You see there is just in like the small public like park area, just like a woman sitting on a bench, and sitting next to her is a bear. And you can't tell if that is an actual bear or a druid. But it's not the only of the large animal walking around the city. There are
Druids and rangers.
there are
Druids and rangers.
bears and tigers and like just these large, seemingly dangerous animals just walking around, interacting with day-to-day folk. It is beautiful. It is expansive. What do you all do?
Misty is stimming. She's full stimming. Like, this is the happiest she has been in, like, months. She's bright-eyed, smiled, and no one has seen her at this level except for
Yeah.
Cleo. Actually, I don't know if Cleo has seen her
Cleo-
like this in a very long
Cleo says-
time.
I believe it would be a good idea for us to find somewhere and for us to I had the words in my brain what I was going to say, and now they are gone.
I agree. I agree, Cleo. I agree with Cleo.
I believe it would be advantageous for us to find an inn prior to trying to get a meeting with the head of this city and discussing politics.
Maybe we could find a treehouse. A treehouse to stay in. I would love to sleep in the trees. It's been so long.
I do have a friend who lives here in Silent. Perhaps he can help us out.
Oh,
But I do not know where he lives. Yes.
Well, we should find that out.
I do not know where he lives though. Perhaps I will spot him.
Well, maybe if he's known in the area, potentially other people may know where he lives. We
Yes.
could potentially find an inn and ask about him.
Yes, let's do that.
You're just hungry right now, aren't you?
I'm always hungry. I've been cursed with this mortal hunger. It sucks.
It's okay. I'll fill you up. It's fine.
In public? We are just out on the street right now. You know that, right?
It's not exactly what I was meaning, but maybe later.
Tempter's gonna start periscoping around for anything that looks like an inn or a bar to get information from.
Yeah, roll a perception
Art is-
check.
Bart
Okay.
is walking down the street and immediately, like, if someone is playing music, he is going towards that.
19.
Cleo will follow Prior doing that.
What the fuck am I doing then? Trying to find you guys an inn.
Then find the Motel 6 and then come back and find everybody else. It's just like
Oh
going to
my
New York
gosh.
City.
Can I help
Like going to
look?
Chicago.
Give me one moment as I think of a funny name or a good name for an inn.
You did not think of an inn?
You didn't think of an inn? We don't have the card anymore. We can't just, like, sleep wherever anymore.
I
Yeah,
know.
come on, man.
Joke's on you. I can sleep on roofs.
Joke's on you. I don't have my magical item yet.
Joke's on you. I'm very aware in my sleeping state.
Joke's on you. I don't know if I have to sleep.
Jokes on
moment,
you.
like,
I don't.
I just like jokes.
Technically, yes. If I know anything,
Oh, moment. Let me know things. Let me look things up.
Okay, so you find an inn that is conveniently built into the side of a bar. The inn is kind of like taller than the bar itself, and it's called the Birch Brick Inn. The bar,
oh, that's cute.
the bar itself is made out of like logs that have been completely had all of like the bark stripped off of it, and it's called stripped cider. And so those are kind of like there are four main roads making a plus that make up this town, and in the center of those four roads is the base of the giant tree.
Does it smell like camping down here?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it smells like when you go camping and everything is just right with the world.
Sounds like my
Yes.
morning walk to Dutch Bros.
The one thing,
Oh.
so heading down the main street, going towards the tree, on the left you see these two, the inn and the bar, and across the street, what catches your attention is just the instant smell of a bakery. Just like you see the window of the bakery showing all these different baked goods, and then they also have a little like rolly station cart parked in front, which also was selling bakery, and is just just the smell hits you immediately. So this
Stop making me hungry.
this main street just smells like freshly fallen leaves, freshly baked bread.
I'm
wood
so
really
horny.
And just like the smell of like
Simmer.
the smell of just like freshly like tilled dirt.
Does it smell like a
Dude.
summer
It's
pot?
funny that you mentioned the bakery because I just remembered I have a slice of cake that I got.
You
Nice.
just reminded me I
Huge.
have brownies.
I also have Italian donuts.
Hell yeah, dude.
They had like a deal on, and they were free if I got like a certain amount of things. So obviously I had to.
I
Obviously.
have brownies.
Obviously.
Brownies.
Free food. What am I supposed to do?
By the way, the bakery is called Loaf of Love.
Aw.
Oh my god.
That's
I love
okay.
that.
That's so cute.
That's
what
what
the
I
fuck?
call
That
it.
is really
Like that.
cute.
But yeah, there is an inn and a bar kind of built into each other.
I'm going in. I'm going in, besties.
So
Bars,
Stumper.
inns.
All right.
That's
You
clear as shit.
bust into the inn, just heading straight into it. You see it is like a nice, welly furnished but small welcoming area to the inn. There is a half elf, like younger half elf woman sitting behind a desk as she sees you all come in. She's like, hello. How can I help you?
Hello, ma'am. Myself and my party, which includes 6 members total, we would like to get some rooms for. And I look back to the party, like, how many nights do you guys think will be here?
Let's start with 4.
Great question.
We'll start with 4 nights then. We may have to extend our stay.
4 nights. Okay.
Are we getting separate rooms or are we sharing?
You know anywhere that has a tree house?
I mean,
My
some
druid.
some of the houses are built into trees. They're they're usually built on like the lower ground floor. Upper buildings is a little against regulation.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Most of the buildings are purposely built lower to the ground floor to not damage the view of the horizon.
Oh. That's fair.
We also don't want to build too close to the canopy.
Understandable.
Makes logical sense, and also I assume it makes cleaning out of gutters and off of roofs much easier.
Oh yes.
If I were to climb a tree and sleep in it, is that against regulation?
As long as you respect the tree and don't damage it or leave any filth behind.
Of course. Of course.
Tempter goes to the worker. On an alternative note, do you know of anyone by the name of Ace?
Ace. The name doesn't.
I'm trying to find him, and I know he lives here, but I do not know where.
He lives here. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you know what he does? Does he have an occupation?
I believe he is a hunter.
Hunter. Okay.
He does take place in the, what's it called? The Grand Hunt.
The Grand Hunt. Yes, the Grand Hunt. So I don't know off the top of my head, but if you're talking about a hunter, I highly recommend if you head to the base of the tree, you can find. Give me one moment. You're gonna be looking for Revok. Revoc. He leads the Grand Hunt and knows pretty much all of the hunters here pretty well. You'll know him when you see him. Look for the orange and black pelt.
Thank you very much.
So back to those rooms. How much is it tonight?
Yes. So are you looking for how many rooms?
Can we go 3 rooms, 2 beds each?
That is doable, yes. 3 rooms, 2 beds each, 4 nights. That would be 2 gold per night for 3 rooms. 12 gold.
12 gold. Okay. Misty, I'll pay for you and I, and we can stay in a room together, right?
All right.
So I put down my 2 gold, and I look to the rest of the party and I'm just like, figure out amongst yourselves.
So,
Would it be 12 gold per room or?
no,
Or-
it was
wait,
12
that
gold
was
total.
total.
So,
So
For-
it's 4, 4, and 4.
yeah, 4, 4, and 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
First
so
one's
I put down my 4 gold.
So each of us would
We're
pay.
gonna put down 4 gold and looks at to
All right, wait. Are you paying for Misty too? Or are you paying for yourself?
Yeah, I'll pay for myself and Misty.
Okay.
And
So-
then
Consider that.
Tempter is going to look towards Moon Wizard and then also place down 4 gold.
Okay. So, time for Moon
I
Wizard,
will pay my dues.
Partakek, Misty, Cleo. Sounds good. You were each given just like a simple copper key, each with like a tag on a string with a room number. She's like, if you just head up those stairs right there, you will find different rooms based on the. If you're looking for 10 through 15 is on the floor just above here, 20 through 25 is the next floor, and 30 through 35 is the top. And you were
Thank
each
you very much.
given the keys to your rooms. Is there anything else I can help you all out with?
PM question.
Mhm.
What's the name of the guy that we're supposed to be going to see?
Revok. I can type it in chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
got it right. I got it written down in my notes.
Reebok.
Wait, is he also the guy that we have to see for?
I was talking about like with the letters and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
with the
no,
letters.
no.
Okay.
Oh, different guy. I think probably.
The letter just says this to go to the Silent Council.
Okay. Cleo will say, actually, there is one other thing. Do you know how we would be able to speak with the Silent Council?
You are looking for the council?
Yes, we are here on official diplomatic business from
Lightport.
Lightport.
Oh, well, if you go and search for Revok, he is one of the council members.
Oh, awesome! Thank you so
That is-
much for all
that
this
is convenient.
information.
Lovely.
You've been quite helpful. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem at all. I'm just doing my job.
Are people allowed to go in your kitchen?
The inn doesn't have a kitchen, but the bar does?
We would ask. You'd have to ask at the bar then,
Okay.
Misty.
Do you know if the bar lets people work in their kitchens every once in a while?
I don't know. It
Okay.
depends on how charismatic you can be.
Looks over at Prar. I might need your help.
Okay.
I'm good at cooking, I'm not good at charming.
Oh, like
At
if
least-
charming is my entire thing.
Wait, what's your charisma?
My charisma is an 18.
No, Misty's.
Just plus one.
Oh
I
my-
have made-
How
I
is
have
Cleo
autism.
more charismatic than you? Actually, wait, no. I know exactly how Cleo is more charismatic than you. Cleo has a level in Bard.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that.
Missy just has the autistic Riz, so like she gets by sometimes, but sometimes she has to deal with people thinking that she's weird. You know?
Yeah.
It's growing up. It's like sometimes it's cute, sometimes they don't think it's cute. It really is a roll of the dice when it comes to charming anyone.
Okay, so what are y'all doing?
I believe it would be. I don't know what to say. I'm going to go seek out Reeboks to see if I can find Ace. You're all free to join me.
I think if we get to see Reebok, we should all go together due to him being a member of the council and that being why we're here.
This is true.
Has the party on the train ride filled in Cleo and Misty about your previous party member and their interactions with the Silent Council?
No.
No.
No. No.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We have not.
Just want to make sure.
I don't think we will.
It is affectionately as their little sibling and nothing else.
I think we're all smart enough to be like, let's not tell these people
not do that.
we're companioned with an assassin who took out one of the council members.
Okay, good to know. You all head deeper into town, following the central beacon in the center, this giant tree. And as you get closer and closer, you notice this large board that's been set up near the base of the tree, just like staked into the ground. This like, it looks like a job board, but then the closer you get, you see different like papers are pinned to it, and you realize the papers aren't jobs; they are the names, descriptions, and drawings of creatures.
Ooh.
And then you take a closer look at them and realize that they are all different monsters. This is a bounty board for monster hunters. And you see there are people kind of like circling around the board. Some of them taking some of the pieces of papers, some of them looking at some and leaving them alone and grabbing a different one, and others just kind of curious to see what's getting hunted right now. But next to the board, you all see this hulking 6'5" figure, this muscular brown, like black and orange tiger stripe pelt of a male tabaxi. Who is
Hi.
just mid conversation with someone and is also just while in conversation way too loud, just very loud.
Oh.
Okay, there's a guy.
He's
Hard
good
conversation
conversation.
was right up to him.
Oh yeah, we're going right up to him.
I just say hello. That was canon.
Pardon us.
Excuse me.
All of that
sir.
me being awkward was real.
You all just
We apologize for the intrusion.
hello, how's it going? Welcome, new friend. And he comes up and starts to shake your hand, Cleo.
I am in love with your entire vibe.
Thank you.
Your enthusiasm
Her.
slightly reminds me of my brother, which makes me uncomfortable.
Sorry. And he lets go of your hand and goes to go shake your hand, Ferrari. He's like, hello. Reebok's the name. It's good to meet you.
Returning the enthusiasm with like less strength, like significantly less strength, but same enthusiasm.
Oh boy.
When he goes to shake Misty's hand, she's just gonna give him the biggest hug instead. She's gonna match energy to 100%.
You just pull him to a hug, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I like hugs," and he hugs you back.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Hi, I'm Reebok. It's nice to meet you. Welcome, new friends, to Silent.
Hi.
Are you new here? Is this your first time in town?
First time.
Yes.
It is.
First time.
You actually also have business with you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, what can I help you out with?
Hector, let's deal with yourself first.
Thank you, Par.
Oh, he comes up to you, Tempter. Hello, Tempter. Hello, my name is Reebok. It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well, Reebok. Do you know of one of your hunters named Ace?
Ace! Yes! Ah, good friend of mine. Good hunter. He's,
Yes, I'm looking for him.
That's a good boy.
he's
He
an old
tries
friend of mine.
he tries real hard. Yeah, I could,
Do you know where I could find him?
Let me think. And he's just like,
Address, perhaps?
Okay, so if you take a look, I'm bad with addresses. If you take a look down this street, and he like takes you by the shoulders and points you, and he takes your arm and points with your arm.
I love this man.
I
Yeah.
love him so much.
And he's like, okay, so if you look
Typical
down that,
Midwestern behavior.
if you look down that street, there's that house with a slightly bluer shade of clay. Go to that one. Ace lives on the duplex up above, so you gotta take the stairs up the side, go up there, knock on the back door. He lives up there. Good guy. Good guy.
Do you want to come with?
Sure.
Before that, there is other things we must talk to you about.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, what can I help you out with?
The council.
Are you single?
I mean, that too. That's a good
Must
question.
be.
But we've got a letter for the council.
Single. Yes. Council. You have a letter for the council. Yes, I am one of the members. How can I help you?
I'm unsure about that first question.
As he's talking about the council,
It's-
I'm just gonna pull out the letter for the council.
I just got out of a relationship. It's recent.
I'm gonna back way the fuck off.
Oh,
I
gosh.
get that. Do you need a rebound?
No, I think I need time.
Misty.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm not
Oh my
good at
God.
social interaction. I've been trying to try more. That was a little too forward. Sorry.
I appreciate the enthusiasm and gusto. I think we could make great friends.
Looks over at Cleo. Did I do okay? Did I do okay? Was that what I was supposed to?
Oh.
So, you said you have council business?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a letter from Vaughn and Tara, from Lightport, addressed to the council.
Oh, Vaughn and Tara, I've heard about them. Yes, I can deliver this. Oh, thank you. And he goes to reach out to grab the letter.
Here you are.
Thank you. Yes.
Is there any chance we can meet with all of you in person?
You
This is quite serious.
you want to meet the
It is quite a serious issue.
Should I read this letter right now, or should I wait?
You could read it right now.
I believe there is no harm in reading it right now.
Yeah. I would just say not out loud. We are. In...
Okay, I was about to read it out loud, so that's good.
Do not read
Yes,
it out loud.
It's a bit of a
It's a
touchy issue,
sensitive.
and we do not we would not wish to panic the public.
Okay. Yeah. If I know what's happening and what's going on, it is more likely that I could get a council meeting. So I will read this letter right now. And he opens up. He takes a claw and slices the letter open, unfolds it and reads it. He's like, oh, 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 oh.
Feel free to take your time with that.
You good folk wouldn't happen to know where I could find these woven fates.
That
That's
is
the really
us.
funny thing about that is
Okay.
I'm so sorry to interject. I'm so sorry to interject. I need to do this to Zoe right now.
That sounds good.
Zoe is being more vocal about it. I am shaking your hand, Zoe.
Okay. That makes things.
Can I tell chat what I said?
Oh my god! I just read it.
chat when I said.
Yeah.
The words in Misty's brain went, I want to be that envelope.
You know, when I made this character, I didn't
made him.
expect you to thirst so
I'm
hard.
sorry. You didn't
Really?
expect
No.
Really?
Have you met this party?
Did you
Have you met
expect that-
them?
Olive. You gave me a bard NPC in session 1, and he is currently my boyfriend. What did you think would happen?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do.
You put a hot tiger man in front of me. What did you think would happen?
You put Tony the fucking Tiger in front of this
I
entire
was just
party.
like, do you know how people feel about Tony the Tiger? Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying he's.
You kind of just gave us Tony the Tiger.
you can't just hand us Tony the Tiger and expect none of us
Literally,
to just
you
do
just gave us
anything.
Tony the
Be
Tiger. My
normal.
God, come on.
Like,
Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry, and I love you. Okay. He's just like, okay, cool. You're the Woven Fates. That makes this a lot easier. I will set up a meeting with the council. This is important. They should all read this letter. Tomorrow morning is the earliest I can get them together.
That is quite alright.
works.
Where should we meet you?
Okay, so, and he like goes to go like grab your shoulders, and he's like, wait, okay, and then he just points with his own arm. So you see that big circular white stone building over there and down that street? That is the council building. You can meet me there just when the sun peeks over the canopy.
Alright.
That is a good time. You just come in and say you're the Woven Fates, and I'll make sure the people up front know to let you all in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rivak.
I will say, like, you don't have to be too terribly cagey around me. Like I know I said you remind me of my brother, but I will say that, like, he's not a part of my life anymore.
So
I killed him.
I was about to say,
That is not something
didn't
you should
die?
be saying.
It happened like 3 millennium ago. What am I supposed to do about it?
You deserved it, obviously.
I am sorry.
I think this
Misty
is a
does
very
the face like, I don't
productive-
know who this person is that you're talking about.
I think this is a
Yes,
very
this is-
productive conversation. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Rivak.
I
Okay.
believe it is best. I believe we should go find Ace.
Yes. Did you want me to come? I
I
don't.
am not opposed to you joining.
Someone said I should come. I don't know. I can.
Do you want to come?
I'm always good to hang out with new friends.
Then you can come.
I love this guy.
I
Wait.
love this guy.
Taffy, do you remember when we were talking and I said there's one NPC I really want to play and I've wanted to play the entire campaign? It's him.
Yes.
It's this guy.
Hell yes.
Tony the Tiger.
It's Tony the Tiger. I've been holding on to this motherfucker since session 1, and
Oh,
none of you guys
no.
wanted to go to Silent. You could have had this much earlier.
Well, I'm sorry that
Eva-
we had an assassin in the party who didn't want to go to Silent.
It wasn't that I didn't want to go to Silent. I wasn't allowed to go to Silent.
It's okay. We can just blame Ray. That's fine.
Yeah, we just blame Ray.
I wasn't the one who
Easy.
chose who I killed. It was Olive who chose who I killed.
So we equally blame Ray and
You said
Yeah.
you said you killed a political official, and then I'm like, okay,
I
there's
did.
2 cities with councils. It was here or New Beginning.
I'm pretty sure every city has political officials.
It's either a
Anyway,
king or
political
queen or a
Official
council.
doesn't have to be a leader.
It's a king or queen or a council. And I'm like, we'll do council member.
And I didn't want it to be something in New Beginnings because that's where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I gotta keep looking at her name. Reebok, you said down the road to the slightly darker blue clay house.
Yes, and he grabs your arm and,
the
like,
back door.
He grabs your arm and like points to you, and he's like, so that one with the slightly darker blue clay, with the side.
Slightly darker
You know what?
than
I'm
green.
coming with you. I could just lead. Okay, follow me, friends.
Love it.
And then he starts marching down the street.
He's quite boisterous.
I
Incredible.
love this.
Yeah.
As Tempter's following along.
I think as they're walking, Par is going to be like right up next to Reebok. You seem like a man who has very interesting stories to tell.
Oh, I can tell you all about all the different beasts that I felled in my time here. I was the one who organized and started the Great Hunt. No, I was the one who took over the organization of the Great Hunt from the people who started it. I didn't start it. I took over the organization because I'm really fucking passionate about this shit.
What's the largest beast you've killed?
Largest. Ooh. Okay, so it has to be out in the woods, deep. Largest has to be a hydra.
Oh, why'd you kill one of those?
Oh, we have killed one of those.
Oh,
Eaten one of those.
How do you kill it?
how'd I kill it?
Yeah.
With this, and he like reaches over his back and pulls out a greatsword. And it's like, so I got this.
Have you ever killed anything divine?
No, I don't think I have.
Leo, this is not a dick measuring contest.
It's not.
I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever killed any fae? Have you gone fae hunting?
I've met some
What
very
fae
nice.
fae hunting of a different kind.
Are you talking about fey monsters or fey
What-
people?
what
Because
fae?
that's a little.
Rar, what fae have we hunted?
You haven't hunted a fae.
No,
I
no, I'm
Tempter's
talking about
not
fae
getting what you're saying. It's going
I
over their
know.
head.
I know.
I have not killed any fey monsters. I wouldn't hurt a fey person. That's a little morbid. But I've not. I've not. I've not had the opportunity to hunt a fey monster before. Although that sounds.
Have you ever been to the Underdark and gotten to hunt anything down there?
No. I mainly hunt what is in the woods around here.
Oh,
Which there are. Oh, by the way,
you're missing out.
I wouldn't say that.
Going to the hells to hunt?
Okay,
that's always
so
fun.
here's the interesting thing. The creatures in this woods are highly dangerous. And not only that, there are monsters here that are nowhere else in the entire world.
Like me.
So, how about the other planes?
Yes. There are monsters unique to this ecosystem in this woods that are
Like
completely
like
unique.
what?
You see, that I'm going to keep a secret.
You'll have
Where's the fun
fun.
in that?
Because you all seem like strapping young adventurers, and I want to see if I can.
am much older than you.
I am also not.
You all seem like strapping old
I am
adventurers,
quite young.
who
I am quite
young and old adventurers, and I want to see if I can convince you to all participate in the grand hunt. And I think it would be a lot more
I don't think
fun.
I need to prove anything to myself.
Brar's going to sling his from his back. Like, this is my weapon of choice most of the time. I am not a monster hunter.
There is a cash bounty for winning the grand hunt.
I'm in.
Oh, well,
Where the fuck
you
do we
say
go?
so.
Potentially a monster hunter. My porcelain has been running low on outfits lately, and I think she needs a few new ones.
Question.
Yeah.
One wasn't just like money.
Have you ever fought a creature of nightmares?
Are you saying like wrestled my own inner demons? Like what?
No.
Or like a nightmare creature?
Nightmare creature.
We've done that, right?
Some of this.
This man has already said that he has not been
Yes.
to other
Some-
realms and only hunts creatures in the area. So
No.
I doubt he's like fought
Well-
anything in the dream realm.
No,
Nightmares can seep out into the real world.
There-
Yes, that is true.
There
I do-
are things in this
I-
woods that I would describe as nightmarish.
Yes. Misty starts looking at her own hands.
Hey, this is like entirely unrelated.
me, for example, me.
I'm the nightmare. Would you like to fight me?
You know about that bug man from Lightport like a while back?
What's up? What are you asking me?
I feel like that would be. Did you hear about the creature that flew out of Lightport like a couple months ago?
Oh my god, yeah.
I
I feel like that would be a good hunt, but I have no idea what the fuck it went.
No, I don't think I have. What, can you describe it to me?
So imagine bugs.
Okay.
And then a lot more bugs, and then even
Okay.
more bugs, and just keep going with more bugs.
Okay.
And then it forms a person.
So like a humanoid person, but like the face is completely obscured by bugs.
Yeah, just bugs.
Never seen it.
Like a lot of bugs.
That would be really interesting to fight.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. We saw it once, leaving Lightport.
Oh. I can ask around, see if anyone here's seen anything.
That would be a fun hunt for you guys.
That would be a fun hunt.
I just don't know if it'd be around
Is
or if it's somewhere else.
So you said it's like a humanoid with a bunch of bugs flying around their head. Is it actually like a monster or is it a person? Because I don't want to hurt any person.
I think we can safely say that was a monster. Because that was too many bugs to be
Are you down to
person.
hunt a god? Potentially.
I
think that is our own personal hunt.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it like
Unless you want to join us.
is it like a bad god? I don't want to hurt any good people.
I don't want to drag any innocence into this.
I'm not worrying about yours right now. I'm worrying about my own. Yes.
Oh, okay, well then I don't care.
You mentioned a creature with bugs flying around their face.
Yes, we found it first in the Feywilds. But then
I
it
would
came
like
to.
to.
Then
I
it
would
came
like
to
to see
Material
that.
Plane.
I would like to see that. I would really like to see that.
It's been a thing in the back of my mind where every now and again I think, where the fuck did he go?
It is
We haven't
quite
seen him
strange.
since.
Well, I think it'd be interesting for Bean to then try and eat that person's face if it's made out of bugs.
Hey, Revok, how do you feel about spiders?
Oh, yeah,
I love spiders. Oh,
This is Bean.
hello there, Bean. Give me 1 second. I have to remember how to do this. And he stares down at his hands really intensely. Oh yes, and he snaps, and you just see a little flash of green light, and he goes up to Bean. Hello, Bean. How are you? It's nice to meet you. And then Bean he can't
speak with animals.
He can't speak with animals.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do you want to speak for Bean because he's talking to Bean?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Oh, hi. My name is Revok. It's nice to meet you. And he puts out a hand really gently.
Hello, I am Bean Fitzpatrick. This weird lady picked me up, but she's very kind.
Okay, that's good. If she's kind, that's the important thing. And he takes his hand away, not for a handshake anymore. And he's like, very good. If she's kind, and if she feeds you well, that's the important thing.
She has demons in her.
Oh.
I see them when she sleeps. She's got something going on in there.
Huh.
But she feeds me.
Are you safe?
Yes.
That's the important thing.
I am.
That's the important thing, little friend. And for all of you, you're just hearing his side of the conversation.
Being out here spilling all of Misty's secrets.
I've been waiting
to this poor tabaxi.
I was so hoping that some random NPC would at some point do speak with animals on Bean.
You went to the right place.
Oh my god.
And you, I
How
will.
long is this walk to Ace's place?
He's
I could tell you all the secrets.
you say that, and Revok realized he's just been standing next to, on the side of the road talking to Bean. Is Ace lives right over there, and he points right across the street to Ace's house.
I'm just gonna keep going to Ace's house.
I've seen all the things. I've seen what Cleo looks like.
Maybe another time, little friend.
Okay.
New friend, yes. And he turns around and starts walking to Ace's house, and
And then Misty just Bean just jumps onto Misty and just starts nuzzling her shoulder.
Nice, Misty. Misty is nice.
Oh my god, it's Bean.
Okay.
Dude. Oh my fucking god.
Reebok just like heads up the side stairs, and just like knocks on the door. Ace! 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 Ace!
Poor Ace.
Poor Ace.
I've been knocking on Olive's door every morning.
Ace is more awkward than Tempter.
Oh my god.
Ace! It's Reebok! Ace! Like,
Do you? And Tempter turns around and is like, do you greet everyone like this?
yeah, only all of my friends. It's like, Ace hasn't answered yet. That's worrisome. I need to check on my friend. And you see he like leans down, reaches underneath the welcome mat, and pulls out the key, the spare key, and goes and unlocks the door.
I was going to offer the pick the lock, but that worked.
And he was like, "That would be illegal."
No comment.
And then he puts the spare key back under the rug, and then
I'm gonna send you an image.
he stops, looks back at everyone, and is like, "You said you're friends with Ace, right?"
I am.
Okay, Ace told me not to tell anyone about the spare key, so
What's spare key?
I like you.
I never, I never saw any spare key.
Cool. You're Ace's friend, so I'm gonna trust you. Ace and I were coming in, and he like opens up the door. And like as wait, what do you do? I hate that. I hate that so much. Send that to Crow.
Are you gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
I know, but send that to Crow. Send that to Crow.
I want to know.
I'll send it in the chat. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Basically, if you know, what the fuck?
And he just opens up the door, and as he's opening up the door, Ace was going to go open up the door, and he like hits Ace with the door on accident. And it's like a clang. She's like, Ace, my friend, hello, how are you doing? And Ace is like, hey, Reebok, hi, how are you? And he's like, Ace, my friend, your friends are here. And he's like, Reebok, I don't have... He's like, Reebok, I don't have that many friends. And then he looks out and he's like, never mind, I have friends. Tempter, hi.
Ace.
Never mind, I do have friends.
Greetings.
Hi. Oh, you brought people.
I did. I did not realize so many people would join me.
Hi.
I just wanted.
You're skeptical about this so-called Tempter's friend.
So you all see.
You don't believe Tempter has friends aside from
No, I don't believe that you have another best friend.
Ace is not a best friend. Ace is just a friend.
So you all see a Warforge, who is dressed head to toe in a ghillie suit, and has a bow strung over their back and a survivalist backpack that matches the ghillie suit.
Cleo gets excited. I love Ace. If anything ever happens to him, I'm killing everyone.
He's like, hi.
Cleo gets excited. He's like, oh my, another Warforged. I haven't seen two Warforged together in centuries.
He was going to raise his hand, and then you say that, and he pulls his hand back a little bit, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Ace. He, him. Nice to meet you."
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Cleo. They, them. This is Porcelain.
Hi, Porcelain. I see you've met Reebok. And Reebok just nods and smiles.
Hi, I'm Misty. This is Bean.
And then Bean, does Reebok still have Speak with Animals on?
Yeah.
It's an
Beavis,
all-day thing.
Hello?
Yes. I have known Ace longer than I've known Spring, but we only just reconnected recently.
Yes. Yes. It's nice to meet you all. If you are friends with Tempter,
Mostly.
feel free to come in. And he like opens the door wider.
I'm truly sorry. I did not know this many people would be accompanying me to your place.
No, it's fine. I don't mind. It's surprised. No,
Yes,
I'm not surprised. No,
Really?
no, he was gonna say, he was like, I'm surprised you know Reebok, and he was like, no, I'm not surprised you know Reebok.
Well, the moment we came in here, I wanted to search for you, and I was pointed towards Reebok, who happened to know you, so.
He tends to make himself acquainted with everyone who comes to town, so he would have
So
found
I'd
you.
come to see.
He would have found you sooner or later.
It's very ominous.
He's good.
It makes sense for him, though.
Good guy, loud. And he turns to Reebok and like, Reebok, did you use my spare key again? And he was like, yes. And he's like, I said that was only for emergencies. And he's like, I mean, you weren't answering the door. I thought it was an emergency. It's like, come in. It is, Ace's house is small. It is kind of like a open concept house. There are no doors. There's doorways, but no actual doors. It looks like there are like the screws for doors, but they were all taken off off their hinges. Since Ace is the only one who lives here, and he doesn't really see the need for them. So it turned the entire house to, it was once was like a 3-bedroom apartment, is now a just like open concept house.
Are there any open windows?
There are windows, but they are, most of the windows you've seen in town are like wide open. These are like one's cracked open, and then the shades are like drawn shut, but the light's still
Alright.
coming through the shades.
Cleo will take off their hat.
Okay. He's like, nice to meet you all, friends of Tempter. What can I help you all with?
I simply wanted to visit since we were in town, and I wanted to see you.
Oh, nice.
And Tempter didn't tell us that you were Warforged, and this makes it very exciting for me.
He takes a step away from you. It's like, oh, okay.
I'm terribly sorry if I offend.
Tempter is giving a look to Tempter's giving a look to Ace, and it's just like, you are right in being scared.
Ace has the ick. Ace has the ick.
Cleo just loves Warforged, okay?
Ace just
Like,
looks to you. Ace looks to you like, sorry, I'm just not a people person.
Completely understandable. I've met many Warforged in my time. Well, your time, I guess, being that I'm older than Warforged. But I've been around since the conception of Warforged, and honestly, your creation is what really got me into becoming an artificer.
Cool.
Bruh. You're just like, scary person.
It's like, it's nice to meet you all. Tempter, it's good to see you.
Yes, likewise.
How
have you been recently?
Oh, good. I'm keep practicing with my bow, and he like shows pulls the bow off of his shoulder. It's a long bow, and he like shows it, and he's like, and he puts it back on his back. It's like, just keep heading to the woods and hunting down different monsters. Um, as Revox probably explained, knowing him, um, there's always an influx of monsters in the woods, so I make money by hunting them down.
I did have a question.
Yes?
Is there like a shooting range? Practice.
Oh,
That's okay with guns.
Yes, we could continue your gun training.
I would very much like that.
I mean, the forest itself is an open shooting range. You can kind of go out there and do what you want.
Oh, fantastic.
You have to kind of keep an eye out for any possible monsters, but the monster population...
We can handle ourselves.
Yeah, the monster population is normally kept on a lower side, so you're probably gonna be okay. We keep the Grand Hunt. It used to be a monthly event, but it turned into a weekly event just to keep the local monster population handled in a more precise and safe manner.
Do you know why the area has so many monsters?
And Revok steps in. A history lesson of the land. Yes, that would have to deal with. There is an ancient curse put upon these woods that make it the ground itself a breeding ground for monsters. They tend to spawn out of the dirt.
So Cleo's pretty well versed in history. Would this be like, would they know like this to be true, or would they know like a different reason for this, or like where this myth came from if it is a myth?
Roll a history or religion check.
I'll do either, baby. I'll do both. It's the same plus for both of them. You know that. So, Roll20 is taking forever. Why is it being so slow? I have it on the lowest ones.
Bruh.
That's a 32.
Cool. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Give me a second to check my notes.
I rolled a natural 20. That good plus 12.
Okay. So, you recognize this story. An area of land cursed by Gaia herself for the act of defilement from the local civilians against her two sacred holy objects, the two great trees that used to plot this land, the tree Demora and the tree Revora. The locals had cut down Revora and were planning on using the tree for supplies, and this being a holy object and a holy symbol of Gaia herself, she cursed the land for all of its future generations for their act of defiance against nature itself by causing the ground itself to spawn monsters.
And I'm assuming that the tree that they live under is the other holy tree, right?
Yes, Rivora was the one that was cut down, and Demora is the one that's still standing.
So Cleo takes a moment. She's like, so from what I understand, this is Demora. The great tree that you have here is Demora, yes?
Oh, you're aware of her history.
Very deeply aware of it. As someone who has personally been cursed by a god, why the fuck do you still live here?
Oh, okay. He, this happened, and he, like, looks down his fingers and starts, like, counting fingers. Like, 2,000, 3,000, something thousand years ago.
Yes,
But,
I'm aware this happened within my lifetime.
so, the people, from what I've heard, were tried to be driven from their land by Gaia, and then they left. But then the monsters kept coming, and because they kept coming, they started swarming the rest of the continent, and that was not good. And then people realized that the curse could also be, not only was a curse, but also a blessing. And while the monsters are dangerous, they can also be used to be made into goods and services. That we take the corpses of the monsters and use them to make armor, like leather armor, and we tan the hide, use it to make weapons, food. Yes, food itself, and we take what was once seen as a curse, and use it as a blessing.
And yet you live under the canopy of her other holy tree.
Yes.
And have we seen any like symbols of Gaia or anything like that about?
You didn't see any yet, but Vivek does say there is a temple of Gaia in town.
Yes, of course, but one temple in the holy lands of Gaia.
Well, I mean, kind of like everybody follows their own gods, from what I understand. I'm not a religious person, but a lot of people here do follow Gaia.
Yes,
A majority of the population, I believe.
Leo, what is it you are so concerned about?
Gods are vindictive and cruel, and
it seems
honestly,
like they have been living here quite happily for a while, and it's working for them and their god. So I don't think there's any cause for concern. And you might have your experiences with gods, but we also have had ours. Gods can be very different.
Yes, I'm well aware. I've met multiple.
They are not all vindictive most of the time.
Although that story did actually answer one of my questions as to how monsters be as how there are monsters exclusive to this area if they're all created by Gaia.
Yes. They're quite intriguing and fascinating.
I do have a separate question that I would like to ask you in private, Reebok. Probably just separate from everyone else.
Yeah, well, Ace, can we use your kitchen? Is there a No, wait, you don't have a kitchen.
Just step outside.
Yeah, we'll just step outside.
Let's just step outside.
Yeah. He steps outside with you.
So
this might be a long shot, and I know it might be a very long shot because I don't actually have their names. Per's going to describe the elf and the dragonborn from the dreams and ask if Revok has seen anyone like that or know of anyone who would match those descriptions.
Well, there is a large elven population that lives in Silent. A name would really help.
I wish I had one for you.
I'm guessing that the elf was probably from here. Can you make an illusion of them? Like, can you see their face of some sort?
I'm going to minor illusion what they look like.
Okay.
Like, just mini versions of them in my hands.
Okay, give me one moment.
Ooh. Ooh. Hee. We're getting new
Big
info.
brain.
So much
Big
today.
brain. Big
Big
brain.
brain.
I wrote down while the dream sequence is happening, they might still be alive because they didn't go to Harrenburg.
I noted that as well. I'm just like, I first thought this is completely wrong, but I'm like, oh my gosh, a dragonborn and an elf. We know a dragonborn and an elf, but it's not them because it's the wrong classes.
Yeah.
For Angel and Corbin.
Yeah, and if it was Angel and Corbin, they would have flipped
Yeah,
the fuck
it
out
was
when they saw me.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh no, it can't be them.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure the elf was a ranger and the dragonborn's a monk. So.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I know dragonborn. I'm like, wait, no, there's no way it's them actually.
Sorry, I missed the context.
I'm asking Revok about the elf and dragonborn from my dream.
He's like, oh, okay. Don't know the dragonborn. I do recognize the elf. That is the Dwy's kid. Chrissy, no, Kristen, no, Carol Dwy.
How do I spell that? Thank you.
Carol Dwy. I don't think she's in town, but the Dwy family is. He took you to you guys are on the porch, right? Or out on the okay, he's like, okay, so and he like grabs your hand. If you go look down there, down those streets,
I love him.
The bigger, fancier looking clay house with the yellow tint and the blue flowers outside, and the tree built into the side of it down that street. That's the Dwy residence. They a nice-ish folk, a little standoffish, but if you say you know their daughter, I'm sure they would open up and let you know. Are you a friend of Carol? Oh, I guess you're not because you don't know her name. Why are you looking for Carol?
It's a very long story.
Okay.
I have a feeling he's waiting for
Are
the
you a friend of a friend?
It's actually a really long story.
Slightly related story. Or question. Have you ever killed an elder Ublex before?
No. No, I have not.
Would you like to?
Oh.
Like, would you like to come with us to kill an elder?
Oh my gosh, gathering our allies for the Oobleck
For the Oobleck?
Fucking absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
You see this like blank stare in like the back of his like deep yellow eyes, and he's like this like as his like brain is processing what you are saying, and he's like, You're inviting me to hunt in Ublex.
An elder Ublex.
An elder one, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? I am so down. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yes!
So-
Yes! Let's go!
Yes.
Are you kidding? That's like, oh my
All his real reason for having him agrees she just wants to voice him more.
So, there is like a whole story. I'll fill you in at some point, but we have like more important business to get to first. I
Okay,
guess.
okay. I guess the hardest part's gonna be having to find an Elder Ooblex. They're kind of like a very
Oh, no,
rare
I know
creature.
where it is.
Oh, that simples it down a lot. That makes it a lot
Oh,
easier.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. It's let me know where and when. I'm so fucking down. Holy shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is gonna be such a good story.
Isn't it?
I should get my oh.
Gets the whole town to hunt this Ooblex. Gets the whole
my
hunting.
God.
Gets the whole hunting guild in on it.
Like, oh my god, you guys want to come kill my pseudo dad for me?
An Elder Urlax? Like, ooh.
Okay. Wow. Fucking good plays. Holy shit. I did not see you doing that. But I'm like, there is no way this man would say no. There is
Obviously
no
not.
way.
And
Come
I
on, we
trust
know
this
you
man
just
because
want
he's
to
on
voice
the
him
fucking
more.
council.
Like, we are getting friends on the council. This is already a great start for us.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we should ask who the other council members are so we can maybe
Yes.
go butter them up before.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
I mean, I already got one in my pocket, so like.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just like, okay, let me know where and when. I am down. Dude, do we need to go back in there? Like, is there any?
I don't know if they're talking about anything important, but like most of the important things we need to talk about is like in the council meeting.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, I need to do that. I'm gonna go. I gotta let them know. Oh shit, the letter.
At the end of the
Okay.
ask about the other council members.
Oh, who are the other council members? Because like, we were told to find the council, and then we were told that you were part of the council, and we weren't really told anyone else because Tempter wanted to find Ace, and you were the person to find Ace, and so we were just kind of directed to you anyways.
Oh yeah. The other council members. There's Morin. There's Yavanna. There's Quincy.
Hold on.
there-
Slow the fuck down. There's Mora, Yovanna,
Morin.
Morin.
Giovanna.
Morin,
Yavanna.
Yovanna,
Yavanna.
Quincy,
Yavanna.
Here, let me. I'll type in a roll 20.
Yomama.
Yavanna,
Yavanna really wanna say this,
Nirvana.
Slow down.
Whoa, hold your horses. Hold your horses there, Buckaroo.
There you go. I typed into roll 20. Yeah. Morin, Yavanna, Quincy, me, Avandra, V, and Rudin.
Dude, I thought you were gonna start like breaking down to a pokey rap or something. You're saying that with such rhythm.
Yeah, the 7 of us.
Wait, I'm sorry, V.
Different V.
Okay.
That V is just the letter V.
Okay.
Different V. I can confidently say different V.
I panicked for a second.
No.
I panicked.
Yeah, Morin, Yavanna, Quincy, me, Avandra, V, and Rudin. We're all the that.
I'll keep those names in mind.
Okay. I gotta go find them.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, thank you.
We are going to. I'm going to go drag Cleo out to the woods so we can do some shooting.
Oh, have fun. And you just see him, like,
Nice.
jump off the second-story balcony and just land and start running down the street full speed.
I love that
I
man.
love his vibe. Tara's gonna go back inside. He's gone off to go find the rest of the council members. Cleo, darling.
Yes.
I feel like we have an appointment out in the woods.
I feel like we do.
Shall we?
We shall. Cleo like picks up their things, like picks up their shotgun. They look at Miss. Actually, no. Porcelain's coming with us.
Are you taking Moon Wizard?
No, they're just leaving them behind.
Cleo's not gonna say anything to Moon Wizard if Ferraro wants to say anything to. Cleo doesn't trust Moon Wizard with a gun and like wants to, as long as humanly possible, not have Moon Wizard know.
But here's
how
the
to
thing.
use the gun.
Here's
I
the
feel like
thing.
Moon Wizard would
Moon
just
Wizard-
interject himself into the tree.
Moon Wizard's gonna use the gun one way or another, so it's if you want him to
I'm
use
gonna
it
use
untrained
the
or
guns, whether
trained.
you like it or not.
Pearl's like looking at Cleo. And then he's gonna look at Moon Wizard. And then look back at Cleo.
Moon Wizard, darling.
Yes.
Would you like to learn how to use your guns?
Absolutely. And I stand alongside them.
The three of you head off to the woods. It's getting late. We're running way over time.
Yeah.
Is there
I'm
any?
just gonna stay with Ace.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay with Ace. yeah.
Yeah. Misty,
That's
what is Misty gonna do? Are you going with the party? Are you going with the gun trio, or are you going with? Are you staying with Tempter, or are you doing your own thing? You're muted.
You're muted. I'll stay with Tempter, but then at some point Misty is gonna sneak off and do her own little thing and not tell anybody what she's doing.
Okay.
Is she fucking a
I
tree?
do want Tempter.
No!
Oh my! You're not. I do want just I don't have like a specific conversation in mind, but I just want Tempter and Ace to have just a little private hangout session.
Yeah.
I want them to be buddy.
Like Misty, you, Tempter, and Ace have like a nice conversation before you sneak off to do your own private thing.
We
Tempter,
fully watch her walk out.
yeah. Tempter, you have just like a nice one-on-one conversation with Ace, and now that everyone else is gone, Ace has opened up so much more. Ace is a
Yeah.
lot more comfortable,
Yeah, even I'm
especially
just,
with a
like-
fellow Warforged. And
Tempter's just like Tempter just says, I believe we have the same feelings about Cleo.
oh, I was so uncomfortable.
They've said to me that they've dissected a Warforged before.
Oh, don't let them back in my house. I need to move my key. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell Revoc. Oh. Oh.
I hope
It's so out of context, dude.
literally you just said cause Warforged when you're trying to like explain to me when you're drunk. Shut the fuck up. So and Tempter says, yes, I've put my emotions aside for the time being and working with them.
You walk with interesting company, Tempter.
I agree.
Don't get dissected.
I will try not to.
Okay.
I do not actively try to get dissected.
I don't either, and I didn't think that was gonna be an issue until they walked into my house, and now I realized that could be an issue, and oh.
I don't believe they just go around dissecting Warforged, but
Yeah, but if there's one person who will, then that means there's other people out there who will.
unfortunately, I believe you are right.
Oh, this is why I live in the woods.
I am sorry for bringing them all here.
Oh, it's fine. You followed Revoc. Revoc's very nice, but very loud.
Yes. So I've come to understand. But he
Yeah.
seems kind enough.
Yeah, always has people's best interests in mind. Yes. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. It's been some time.
It's been some time. Are you joining for the hunt?
I do not have any plans to yet, but we shall see what happens. I would not be opposed to it.
I could, if you do, I could possibly join your group.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Would you be okay working with Cleo, though?
Oh, I didn't think about that. As long...
That is if they join the hunt. I do not know what their course of action is.
As long as they're not going to dissect me.
I don't believe they would dissect you.
Okay.
I believe...
I didn't have that fear until today.
No, Tempter,
this poor boy.
Tempter, starts a sentence saying, I believe, and then just thinks about the sentence they're about to say and says, oh dear. I believe they would only do that to a dead Warforged.
Oh.
Realizing like what they thought about and just finish the sentence and says, oh dear. That's better, right?
Probably. I mean, normally people dissect corpses, so like, probably.
But if it was a dead Warforged, then that Warforged didn't make it back.
No. Probably not.
That is unfortunate.
Maybe they know where the body is?
Pardon?
Did they say what they did with the body?
No. I don't believe so.
I believe Cleo told you that they buried it.
I think...
Cleo says that they bury...
Yes, Cleo said they buried it. I'm sorry.
They bury them. They get buried.
I thought you meant like location-wise.
Yeah, no.
Location-wise, no, but they get... Cleo knows where the mass... Cleo may not know exactly where the Warforged is buried, but does know where the mass grave is.
Right, you did tell Tempter that you made a mass grave
Yes.
of Warforged.
That's kind of
No,
Warforged. Not of Warforged.
A Warforged.
Just in general.
And then a bunch of other.
There's a Warforged there's a
Grave
couple
with-
of mass graves
But
that
they
have
have-
a couple of Warforged.
Tempter says to Ace, they have told me that after the fact they did bury the Warforged.
Maybe if you...
But I do not know where.
Maybe you could get that information out of them?
Perhaps.
If they may...
I would believe it's somewhere on Borean, but I do not know for sure.
Maybe...
Which does make things a bit easier.
Yeah. Maybe give them... If you find them to be trustworthy, you can get that information and someone can get them a proper funeral.
Perhaps.
I will make sure not to die near your companion.
Yes, I will try to make sure of that. I do not have any plans on dying.
Good, I wasn't planning on that either.
If you ask about this, Cleo will definitely bring up the core next to Valius, and then bring up Valius to you.
Fuck.
If you ask, if you're ready for your character to be de-traumatized by where Valius currently is.
I don't know if Tempter's ready for that yet.
Because, fun fact, Ace was also one of the royal guards in that.
Yes, Ace was a royal guard.
Yeah.
So Ace also knows Valius.
So, yeah.
Why did you do this, Ray?
Because I'm a terrible, terrible person.
You are.
Everyone's so creative.
The 3 gun owners head out to the woods, which is the most redneck thing I've said on this podcast, on this stream.
The gun owners head out to the woods. Tee.
To practice shooting. It's a bit of like, prior, you're taking time to put in the you're taking time to put in the lessons, the practice into motion. With Moon Wizards, it's a lot of like going over the basics going over gun safety, going over how to properly hold it.
Going over gun safety.
Gun safety.
Going over gun safety.
Yes.
Going over gun safety.
Well, Prar, you're actually getting a chance to fire your weapon.
He is setting up like a long ass range. He is testing the limits of this.
Yeah.
And
Cleo has Cleo has confiscated all of the ammo from Moon Wizard's weapons while we're doing this.
Moon Wizard, do you try to hide any of your ammo, or do you give it up?
I hide one singular bullet in my mouth.
Okay.
Not even in the beard, in the mouth.
Nope, in my mouth. Under my tongue.
Sounds good.
I have no bullets. What are you talking about?
As you're practicing with the sniper rifle and taking some time to peer down the scope, roll a perception check.
It's a 21.
Okay. You take the time to like scan the horizon with the scope, and you see further off through the woods, and you're really peeking through this like dense jungle. You see like a flash of color. You see blue, and then you realize there is a waterfall about 1,500 feet away. About 1,000 feet away. And you see like this like rock formation with this waterfall flowing down, this like flash of blue and this like green and gray colorscape. And then you're taking a look at the waterfall itself, and then you take a look at the top of it, and you see like this rock move. And then you take a moment and like zoom in the scope and look harder, and where this rock, what you thought was a rock, you just see this gray-skinned face. Sunken eyes where eyes should be no eyes, just skin completely covering where the eye sockets should be. This like loose jaw hung open, and like the head twitches, and then it's crawling around on all four, and it crawls down vertically 180 degrees down the side of the rock face and disappears out of your sight.
Hated that. I hated that, actually. And Bert is saying this out loud, just like, I hated that. Oh.
Disgusting little thing.
And I think that's where we're gonna end this session.
Oh no, I would. Oh god.
I love you did not see what I sent you, and that's the funniest part.
I just saw it.
I was just like, never mind.
I didn't see it until after I finished describing it. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a good week, and we'll see you next